Is something interfering with your happiness or preventing you from achieving your goals?
Regardless if you have a clinical mental health issue like depression or anxiety, or you're just a regular human who lives in this world and is going through a hard time, therapy can give you tools to approach your life in a very different way.
And that's why I'm excited to tell you about today's sponsor, BetterHelp.
BetterHelp's mission is to make therapy more affordable and more accessible. And this is an important mission because finding a therapist can be really hard, especially when you're limited to the options in your area.
BetterHelp is a platform that makes finding a therapist easier because it's online, it's remote, and by filling out a few questions, BetterHelp can match you to a professional therapist in as little as a few days.
It's easy to sign up and get matched with a therapist. There's a link in the show note. It's betterhelp.com/moonmen.
Clicking that link helps support this show, but also gets you 10% off your first month of BetterHelp, so you can connect with therapists and see if it helps you.
And because finding a therapist is a little like dating, if you don't like your current therapist, which is a common thing with therapy, you can easily switch to another for free without stressing about insurance, who's in your network, or anything like that.
Living a more fulfilling life can be a complicated situation. Whether it's chasing your dreams or trying to improve in small, meaningful ways, change can be difficult.
Having options like BetterHelp gives you more leverage in managing life's difficulties. It can be a little nerve-wracking, but like we always say, sometimes you have to be willing to take risks in life.
Yeah, what he said.
So, if you're struggling, consider online therapy with BetterHelp. Click the link in the show notes or visit betterhelp.com/moonmen. That's better, HELP/MOONMEN to get started today. Thank you again to BetterHelp for supporting the show.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're certainly glad to be here tonight.
Welcome to the Moonmen Podcast.
Don't be afraid. Little escapade of mine involving a couple of planets which shall be nameless.
Fasten your seatbelts. It's going to be a bumpy night.
Ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
You are my fire.
One thing, I don't know why. It doesn't even matter how hard.
I'll start off with what I wanted to talk about.
No, wait, no, come on, fine. If you want to do the Backstreet Boys, let's do the Backstreet Boys.
I don't want to do it anymore. I don't want to do it anymore.
You
No, Devin, no.
My fire,
Do you remember that Devin,
my one
Devin.
desire.
Believe when I say
I want it that way.
but we are two worlds apart.
Can't reach to your heart.
When you say I
We're all tone deaf.
want it that way.
We need a
Tell
backing
me
track.
why. What?
We need a backing track.
What do you mean? No,
I don't know if I'm on beat or not.
Devin, we're not on beat.
I want to be on beat.
We're singing a cappella.
Okay.
I left off with "Tell me why."
Ain't nothing but a heartache.
Tell me why.
Ain't nothing but a mistake.
We're almost there. Tell me why.
I never want to hear you say.
Together. I want it that way. Now we can do the intro. Do the fucking intro.
Welcome back to the Movement Podcast, everybody. I'm your host, Devin. I'm here with your co-host, Eddie. Eddie, you had to say something. It's our 50th episode.
You blinked. You
I got
farted
you.
too. You
What?
farted. I heard you fart.
I didn't fart.
Yes, you did. I heard you fart.
Welcome to the 50th episode, everybody. Wow. 50 fucking episodes. Did you ever think we were going to get here? Be honest. Did you think we'd get to 50?
No, I thought I was gonna piss. You were gonna piss me so off. Piss me off so much that I was gonna be like, fuck this, Devin.
How long did you think we were going to go?
Like 35.
I didn't even know how long we were going to go. I thought we'd do like a good maybe 12 and then we'd call it quits, you know? But we just kept getting more and more serious with it, and now we got the stands, we got the audio interface. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Thank you to everyone who gave us a listen. Thank you guys for being here. I'm welcome. You know, if this is your first time, welcome. This is the
If this is your
why are you pulling out the cards now?
I'm just holding them. That's it.
Where are my cards?
Are you sitting on them?
Eddie, I lost my cards.
It's underneath your
I'm
leg.
spilling water.
It's underneath your leg. I promise you. In your pocket? No, in your pocket. Tevin, where the fuck did you put the cards?
Oh, they're behind you.
Oh, wait, are these your cards? Yeah, these are your cards. Those are mine.
Oh, so you saw my questions.
I saw one of your questions. Yeah, these are my cards.
You're not supposed to know my questions.
I don't know your question. I only know one of them. And by the way, over.
Over?
Over.
Oh. Well, okay, thank you. You fucking prick. Yeah, but thank you everybody for tuning in. You know, all these past weeks. Thank you for tuning into this episode. And you know, we're really happy to be getting to 50 episodes, but we're looking forward to our next milestone. Yeah, thank you.
Oh, twinsies, you owe me a Coke.
Fuck.
Bitch.
Whoa.
Sorry.
We're looking forward to our next milestone, which is the 1 year anniversary. 1 year anniversary, and we have some things planned.
Did you know that I always thought anniversary was spelled with a T?
And where?
Anniversary. That's how I always
like
said
university?
It. Yeah.
Are you stupid?
Yes.
Okay, that makes sense. I should have known better. That was
Yeah,
my
you're
fault.
the stupid one.
I'm sorry.
Fucking idiot.
Whoa, calm down.
Sorry.
Calm the fuck down.
Sorry.
Before we move on with the show, I just want to give a special quick shout out to one of our fans, Isaiah. He reached out recently. And he reached out recently and just had a lot of kind words to say about the show and about the show. So I just wanted to give him a special shout out. This one's for you, Isaiah. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you
Watch
for
it
having...
be our worst episode ever because we shouted out Isaiah.
What does that have to do with it?
You're like, this is going to be a special one just for Isaiah.
No, it's... Okay, to be fair, we love Isaiah, but it's not just for Isaiah. It's for everybody. I wanted to give him a special moment.
Yeah.
Because like I was telling you, I've never had the balls to ever reach out to like creators that I like and tell them thank you. You know? So... the fact that he did it just melted my heart.
Yeah. So shout out to Isaiah.
Shout out Isaiah.
Yeah.
Now, what was he wanted to talk about?
Remember that one episode of South Park where they were pooping backwards?
Wait, what? Oh, where they were shitting out of their mouth or whatever, right? They're putting food in their ass.
No. When they were saying that we've been using a toilet seat wrong, and the top part of the toilet was supposed to be a table where you could hang out and everything.
What the fuck?
You
No.
remember that?
No.
So in one episode of South Park, Stan, I think, he decided to shit facing the toilet.
Kind of like when you reverse sit on a chair to look cool.
Yeah, so
Okay.
he was basically sitting like that, and I tried it out. I didn't like it.
You tried it out?
Yeah.
How? Why?
So like just like you said, when you're reverse sitting on a chair, that's what I did, and I sat down.
Hold on, I was taking a drink.
And I didn't like the feeling.
Did you shit?
No, because I was scared that I was gonna shit on the seat.
Can I go try it real quick?
No.
I will try it on your toilet. I'll try it on my toilet. But now I want to try that.
Yeah, so like apparently like in South Park, like the owner of or the inventor of the toilet was saying, yeah, I made that back part as a table so people could lean on it while pooping.
That's what the creator said, or that's what they said on the show?
That's what they said on the show, acting as a creator of the toilet.
Oh, okay.
And he's like, yeah, I made it that way so people could use it that way.
I'm surprised that you decided to sit down and actually shit like that.
Why nothing came out because I was too scared.
Don't be staring at the time. You're staring. I see you staring.
No, I was looking at my vocals.
Who gives a shit about your vocals? You're gonna be staring at the time inadvertently. It doesn't matter.
I do over here for 3 hours.
Well, I don't know about 3 hours. I know we kind of said 3 hours, but like
we never gone for 3 hours, just you and I.
There's a reason why, isn't there?
Yeah, because we don't have topics.
Well, no, we have topics. That's just a lot of talking. Like our personal lives will bleed into it. But at this point, I don't really care. They know I'm a divorcee. They know I've had my heart broken more times than I can count. You know, there's not. You're the one hiding shit.
And you can't count that high.
You're the one hiding shit. You know, you're the one that's not opening up with them.
Why do I have to?
It's they're our fans.
I'm Batman.
You're not Batman.
Yes, I am.
You're not Batman.
Yes, I am. I'm Batman.
Stop it. Stop.
I'm Batman.
I'm gonna be listening to this and cringing. I'm gonna be like, did he just say he's He
He did the voice. Oh, fuck.
Do the voice again.
I'm Batman.
Is that your best Batman voice?
Yes.
That's your Batman?
Yes.
I am justice. I can't do a Batman.
I am vengeance.
And vengeance, that's what it is,
Yeah.
right? I am vengeance. No, it sounds like a chipmunk pretending to be Batman.
Shut up.
Do you think you could be a voice actor?
No.
I thought about it. I've thought about it a lot, but I don't know if I could.
No. I don't know how voice actors could do it.
Who's the one guy that voiced God, the monster from Monsters Inc? Sully. Isn't it John Goodman or Steve Goodman?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. I feel like no offense, John Steve Goodman. I just feel like he's not as capable a voice actor as like Mark Hamill, because you can always recognize his voice, you know what I mean? He has one of those really distinct voices, like the girl who plays Mabel.
Who?
On Gravity Falls.
Nope. Never seen that show.
Have you seen Archer?
No.
Have you seen... Doesn't matter. I'm going to lose my point here.
Right.
The guy who does Sully's voice.
Right.
He's an amazing voice actor.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as like range and variety, his voice acting always kind of sounds very similar because his voice is so unique.
That's the only one I could think of him being in voice acting in.
And then like Steve, is it Steve Blum or Tom Blum? The guy on Logic's album?
Oh, I'm not going to look it up.
Something Blum.
Yeah.
He's kind of the same to me because like you can always... Well, for the most part, because he was in Black Ops 3. I had no idea he was in Black Ops 3. He voiced Dempsey in Zombies. But you can always tell when he's voice acting too because he has such a unique voice.
But I feel like that's the whole point.
Well, okay.
They're just actors, but you can't see their face.
Yeah, I know, but they're supposed to be giving all the characters unique voices that fit, right? Like, did you know, you've seen Futurama, right?
Sometimes.
Okay. You know Fry?
Yeah.
The main guy?
Yeah.
Fry, Bender, Captain Zeph, or Zod, or whatever the fuck his name is, Zed. Yeah, Fry, Bender, and Zed are all voiced by the exact same person. And you can't tell.
There's another actor who does like 10 different characters, famous characters, but I forgot who they were.
Or like, people don't give him enough credit, but what the fuck is guy who created Family Guy?
Steve MacFarlane?
Seth MacFarlane. Seth MacFarlane, he's an amazing voice actor.
Yeah.
And I don't think he gets enough credit because he literally changes his voice to all these different characters.
He's Peter, Brian, Stewie, the Doctor, Quagmire.
Is he Quagmire too?
Yeah, I think he is.
Wow.
They even made a joke in the show once because they're having a Lois episode, and then Meg's like, "Are we gonna be focusing on Lois and have Seth take a break?" And then all the characters he does comes into the frame and just nods his head.
They're like, mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's like also the guy from Rick and Morty. What the hell? Why am I forgetting everyone's name today? The guy who got charged for sexual assault, he's a good voice actor too. I mean, all of his voices are kind of whiny and high pitched, but they're all like unique.
The best voice actor is Peter Cullen.
Who does he do?
Optimus.
He's up there, but Mark Hamill might take it from me.
Who does he do?
He does the Joker. Wait, hold on. Let me look it up. I don't know off the top of my head. Weren't you supposed to be the researcher way back when?
Yeah, but like I don't want to pull out my phone. Tom Kenny, SpongeBob.
Okay, Mark Hamill does a lot of voice acting for characters that I can't name off the top of my head. I've seen the shows, I just don't know the characters' names. But here's an idea. Look at. He was in The Prince of Egypt. I didn't even realize that. He played Moses.
These are all people I've never seen before.
You got to watch more cartoons. Actually, what was your favorite cartoons growing up? Like, okay, wait. Before that, what network were you on?
Cartoon Network.
Okay. What was your
So
list?
between like Disney, Cartoon Network, and Nickelodeon,
yeah,
it's Cartoon Network, Nickelodeon, and then Disney.
Okay. I would say.
And then like my favorite show from each of them was from Cartoon Network. It was it's either between Ed, Edd and Eddie,
Ooh.
or
Have you hit it right off the bat?
or I just had it. Codename Kids Next Door.
Ah, yeah. Weren't you and Kyle talking about that?
I think so on the Discord.
Yeah.
In Nickelodeon, it was Drake and Josh, and then Disney was Wizards of Waverly Place.
Huh. Okay.
Or the wasn't there one on Disney? It was like a samurai. It's not Samurai Jack.
I feel like I know what you're talking about, but I can't remember.
I just don't know the name.
I was Cartoon Network, then Disney XD / Disney, and then
I count that as
Nickelodeon.
one.
Yeah. Primarily Disney XD though. Like I watched Disney, but I wasn't like I didn't watch all those shows on there.
Mm-hmm.
Nickelodeon, since it's my least favorite, I'd have to say SpongeBob or iCarly.
Another one was Ned's Declassified. That was another rated one.
I watched it, but I wasn't a big fan of it. Damn, my throat is all fucked up right now.
I could spit in it.
Please don't even say that. Cartoon Network, or that's my top. Disney XD, I'd have to say Kicking It, Kick Buttowski, or Zeke and Luther, or Phineas and Ferb.
Ooh, that's a good one.
There's a lot of good shows on Disney.
Not really.
They had, oh my god.
Not really. Like there's Good Luck Charlie. There's Wizards. There's
Yeah, then there's Good Luck Charlie. There's Jesse. There's Wizards.
Jesse I didn't like.
What do you mean you didn't like Jesse?
Oh, Zach and Cody. I changed my answer. Zach and Cody.
Oh, Zach and Cody.
It doesn't matter which one, the On Deck or Sweet Life.
Fuck, I loved On Deck.
They're both good. I think I prefer On Deck because their voices weren't as annoying.
I prefer On Deck because it just felt more mature, but the Sweet Life of Zach and Cody when I was a kid, that felt 2000s, bro.
Yes.
That was 2000s as fuck. I thought I was living in New York, you know?
Yeah.
Oof.
And do you
That's like Paris Hilton 2000s.
For Cartoon Network, they always had during the Halloween time, they always played the Scary Godmother.
I know. And then they always play Goosebumps too.
Yes.
Ah, I fucking love that. I remember I would come home from school and I would watch like Goosebumps at like 1 or 2, and then they always played Tom and Jerry at 1 p.m. every fucking day.
Yes.
So I remember like I would be home during summer, and then when 1 p.m. would roll around, I'd have nothing to watch. But okay, Cartoon Network, it's got to be. Oh, this is fucking tough.
Cartoon Network is tough. I feel like getting Boomerang just so I could watch the old shows.
There's
all Powerpuff Girls. I like Powerpuff Girls.
I wasn't a big fan of Powerpuff Girls. I didn't even watch Samurai Jack either.
It was okay. Samurai Jack. Oh, Courage of the
Courage of the Cowardly Dog.
Yeah.
Ed, Edd and Eddie, The Fabulous Misadventures of Flapjack, Chowder.
The Flapjack one was weird to me, but I enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it a lot. I don't know why.
Adventure Time, regular show.
Adventure Time, regular show. I really loved regular show.
Me too.
Growing up. Adventure Time was cool, but it always gave me this weird vibe.
I didn't like it because of the fan base. The fan base was too.
That's what it is. It's the fan base. I didn't like the fan base. I'm sorry if you like Adventure Time, but you know how you guys are. Yeah. You guys are just kind of weird. They reminded me of Kyle.
Kyle?
Yeah. Have you ever heard Kyle talk about like Adventure Time? Like that look he gets in his eye?
No.
Ugh, I don't like it. I don't like that feeling, and I get it from the show.
There was a show on Cartoon Network called Code Lyoko.
Gravity Falls too. I forgot about Gravity Falls.
Disney, right?
Disney, yeah.
Code Lyoko. Have you heard that name?
Code Lyoko. Kim Impossible?
Oh, I'm asking if you remember that fucking show.
Oh, is it Kim Possible or Kim Impossible? Kim Possible.
Kim Possible.
Code Lyoko. I feel like I know it. I don't know if I know it.
No.
Why? Total Drama Island.
Oh my god!
How the fuck did we forget that?
The guy who voices Chris, when we were talking about voice actors,
yeah,
he's the one that I always think about. I don't know his name.
I don't either, but Chris was the coolest fucking guy ever.
Yes.
I wish I could be him. You know.
Yes.
You did. For whatever reason, I always remember season 2, episode 1 or 2. When they did a fake death scene and there was fake blood all over the place.
Oh yeah, I think that was 2. When they're on the movie set.
Yeah, he like falls into like a lamp and there's fake blood, and I thought it was real blood, and I'm like, they're showing blood on the show, and I was like freaking out. I don't know. It's between Disney and Cartoon Network for me because they just had goated shows.
Even the movies that they turn into show. Ben 10.
Ben 10.
Johnny
Holy
Test.
shit. Johnny Test.
It's Cartoon Network. Dude.
It's Cartoon Network. Yeah.
Cartoon Network by a little bit of a landslide.
Johnny Test was like my childhood. Power Rangers.
I wasn't a fan of Power Rangers.
You weren't a fan of Power Rangers?
No, I always had the way I saw it is there's two groups of boys.
Let me guess. WWE and Power Rangers.
Yes, and I fell into WWE.
You were the type of kid that didn't play with Legos. You played with those offset Legos?
No, I play with Legos.
Okay. You're good.
Yeah.
You're good. Kids don't play with Legos anymore.
Yeah, they do.
Do they?
Yeah.
Because I feel like Legos are more expensive now than ever. And then they're all like pretentious about it.
They've always been expensive.
They were always expensive. But like now, like I was at the store recently.
It's called inflation, Devin.
I know, but I was looking at some of these prices, bro. A regular set, like $60. I'm like, I could buy a fucking game.
Yeah.
I could get Minecraft and have all the Legos
Even the
in the
games
world.
now, like the video games, are all $70.
Well, yeah, that raised, but I think, to be fair, I think it should have been raised a while ago.
Why?
Because games take forever to make.
True.
You know, they require a lot of work. You get a lot of enjoyment out of them, and then they get worked on for so many more years after release.
Mm-hmm.
They should be getting a lot of money out of it.
Yeah.
So a $10 increase, come on.
Yeah.
But $70 for the new COD is just ridiculous. I can't believe Activision was one of the first ones to jump on that train.
Well, I get it because, like you said, they're constantly adding new stuff in.
Yeah, but
And
Activision's worth like $6 billion or something.
I know, but think about it. Back when you were playing Call of Duty, they used to sell the DLC packs, $15 each.
Mm-hmm.
So technically, you bought
like 2 games.
No.
15. It was
Yeah.
4.15, so 2 games.
Yeah, so the original game was $60 plus another 30, which is 90, plus another 30, 120. So you technically spent $120 on a game.
Yeah.
So
so
$70 is.
I kind of wish we could go back to that old formula where you buy a game, it's complete at launch,
Yes.
right? And then you wait a couple months and they give you DLC for the game. Now you buy games and they're half broken at launch.
Yes.
They don't fucking work. I think one of your neighbors pulled up. We should be good though.
Yeah.
It's half broken at launch, right? It doesn't fucking work. And then there's all these microtransactions and loot boxes, and it's just like it feels empty. The games feel lifeless nowadays.
Well, yeah. But the whole point is that the people who own these companies don't care if the game is full.
I know. That's why I try to support more smaller developers and indie games.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not playing the newest Call of Duty because it feels lifeless. You know, it can be sometimes fun, but it doesn't feel like a game. You know, the game I've been putting a lot of time into recently, I've been playing Stardew Valley a lot and Sea of Thieves. Sea of Thieves was developed by a small studio working under Microsoft, but it feels like an old school game, right? Like, you get in there and there's so much to do, and you like feel like that wonder you had as a kid.
That side of me, the gamer side's dead. Like, I cannot game.
Well, think about it like this. Wait. I hear that a lot. I hear like games aren't the same anymore. It's not fun gaming. I feel like I don't even game, that kind of shit, right? Which is true because we're older. But then I look back on it like 10, 15 years ago, I was friends with 30-year-olds who were gaming. I was friends with my bus driver who played Black Ops 1, and then me and him would talk about the new DLCs coming out. He would show me the trailers for the zombies and stuff. He was like 32, which, you know, to some people is weird, but I thought he was the coolest guy ever. My dad was 30-something when he was playing all those games with us, and he was playing more than us.
Yeah, but like they probably weren't doing it for so long.
No, my dad was a gamer from like...
And because, granted, from when they were kids, all they got was ping pong, or what's it called?
Pong?
Pong.
Yeah.
All they had was Pong, and then it randomly turns into a first-person shooter. Of course they're going to...
Well, no, not randomly. I've gone through the gaming rabbit hole. I played a lot of the old games.
But what I'm trying to say is
What I'm trying to say is, nowadays, people only play 1 or 2 types of game, and they never branch out, right? You play first-person shooters all the fucking time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to everybody here.
Mm-hmm.
If you only play Call of Duty, you only play Overwatch, you only play Valorant, you only play Apex Legends, you're going to get bored because they're all the same game. Even if you switch it up and it's a third-person shooter, it's the same game, right? And then you're all, okay, well, let me try another game. And then you only play open worlds. You're going to get bored because all the open worlds are the same game. You play one, you play them all.
Well, there isn't really, there's only 2 categories when it comes to gaming now.
No, there's a lot of categories. It's just people don't branch out and try the other ones.
Like what?
There's like the music games. So you got like Just Dance, you have Rock Band, you have DJ Hero, those kinds of games.
Those I don't classify as games. I classify those as activities.
No, they're games. They feel like games. They got high scores and everything. There's the novel games, graphic novel games, where you're like following a story and you're reading the text and then you have to make decisions.
Okay.
There's horror games, all different types.
But that's still first person. That's still
first person, 2D, third person, and they're different experiences than just first person shooter. First person shooter, you're trying to get as much ammo as you can, shoot people and not die. In a horror game, you're just trying to not fucking die. And you're worried about being chased and getting jump scared, right? Mm-hmm. Then you have like puzzle games. You have survival games. You have indie games that are mixes of all these things. You have platformers. There's all different types of games that people aren't playing. And I've learned that if you experiment with your type of game and you start branching out and playing different types, you'll feel the gaming urge come back. So that's why, like, when I'm gaming, I play 4 or 5 different types of games. Like right now I'm playing Stardew Valley, which is a farming simulator 2D game. And then I'm playing Sea of Thieves, which is a first-person online pirate game. And then I'm playing Rock Band sometimes, which is a music game, None of these are like first-person shooters that'll make me bored in like 10 hours because I've been playing first-person shooters for the past 12 years, 13 years. No, a little bit longer than that. Doesn't matter. So, like you're always playing 2K.
Mm-hmm. Damn, I don't get bored of.
Yeah, but that's like your comfort game, right? Like Minecraft. I hardly ever get bored of Minecraft, but I just don't want to keep playing it.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're always playing like Warzone or first-person shooters, Modern Warfare 2. And then when you play open worlds, or when you play any other game, you're playing open worlds, right? So like Fallout, Red Dead, those kinds of games.
I also play
Ghost of
Crash.
Tsushima.
I play Crash. I play the Nitro Circus or Circuit.
What's Nitro Circuit?
The Crash Nitro.
Oh yeah, that one's fucking fun, huh?
Yes.
The racing game.
Yeah,
dude, I might re-download it so I can whoop you on that.
Is it multiplayer?
Yeah, you can play online.
Oh, you can?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
When it came out, I tried to get as much of the hidden cart stuff as I could. I think I can get it on PC too. We'll see. We'll talk about that later. But experimenting and playing different types of games like that will help you feel more of like a gamer. And buying games that you normally wouldn't, but games that you think you would enjoy. Have you ever played a game like the hell are they called? Have you ever played an adventure game like Monkey Island?
Uncharted.
No, not Uncharted, but Uncharted's an amazing game. Monkey Island, Thimbleweed Park. Do you remember the Walking Dead games?
Yeah, I played the first one.
They're games like that where you have to like look for clues.
Oh wait, yeah, I did play a game like that. It wasn't The Walking Dead. It wasn't the PS3.
Leisure Suit Larry. Leisure Suite Larry? I forgot his name.
I think it was the PS3, but I forgot the name of it. Or was it PS4?
Oh, was it Stick It to the Man? It had like a little pink hand coming out of his brain.
I think so.
And it was these weird paper talking people.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a good ass game.
Yeah.
You got to experiment with the different types of games because I look back to when I was a kid, right? That's my whole point. You got to experiment because I look back to when I was a kid and I wasn't just playing Call of Duty. Call of Duty was my main game, but I was playing all kinds of different games all the time. I was playing games on my phone. I had like 6 or 7 different mobile games that were all different. I was playing Assassin's Creed. I was playing Call of Duty.
But even
God
then,
of
I
War.
feel like I wasn't born to be a gamer.
No, but if you want to get enjoyment out of it, it's something that you should consider.
No, well, yes, but
like I asked my dad when I talked to my dad, and there's so many different game series that he's played that I never knew about because by the time that he was introducing me to games and all that, he already got it out under his belt.
One thing, whenever I do become rich, one thing I do want to do is collect every game console
that's ever been made. Even like the Sega Saturn?
No, well, at least the popular ones. Because I have a friend who has all of them. He has all the PlayStations. He has all the Xboxes.
All the Nintendos?
He's almost getting all the Nintendos.
What does he have? There's the NES, the SNES.
I don't know, but he told me that he has the NES. He has the Game Boy was Nintendo, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he has a Game Boy.
There's Game Boy, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advanced, the DS, the 3DS.
He has the DS, the
3DS. And then there's the Switch, and then now there's the Switch OLED. There's all kinds of different. There's the PSP, the PSP Go, the PS Vita. I still have a Vita. Nobody plays it.
I have the PSP.
I have a PSP too. It doesn't work.
Yeah.
I remember I tried to get remember that? I was asking you and Alfred for your batteries and chargers and stuff. I tried to play and it would not work.
Yeah, I think for me, it's the actual like charging port.
You know what? Do you want to play Animal Crossing?
No.
Because I can give you my 3DS with my Animal Crossing game and then you could restart and make your own village.
No.
I think you would enjoy it.
No.
I think everybody should play Animal Crossing.
No, I want to kind of step away from gaming since I already waste my time on other shit.
Oh, yeah, because you're working towards other stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe in your case, it'd be better for you to focus more on work.
I like gaming with you guys and everything, but I feel like I can not necessarily want to step back, but I feel like I just want to like kind of calm it down. I'll still get on Discord and chill with you guys, but I don't know.
No, that's good. It's a little bit of self-control.
Yeah.
Because that's what I had to train myself to do when I was getting into writing and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I would be like, oh, I really want a game. And then I would sit down and read.
Like over the weekend, you guys kept telling me, Eddie, get on. Kyle texted me, Eddie, let's play Warzone. Eddie, let's do that. I felt bad every time saying no.
Why?
Because I'm not spending time with you guys.
So? I mean, like, not so. But, like, you're working on... Sorry, people are reposting my fucking things. It threw me off. You're not necessarily spending time with us, but you're working towards other things and you're teaching yourself self-discipline. You know, there's times to make memories with your friends. There's time to relax and spend time having fun. But then there are times where you need to, like, pull back a little bit and have to say no.
Mm-hmm.
You know, times where you need to work even when you don't want to.
Mm-hmm.
So you're working towards that. Me, I've been trying to have a balance because I overwork myself to the point where I hurt myself. So I'm trying to, like, find a balance where I'm relaxing at the end of the day, but then I'm working the entire day. And it's hard because, like, yesterday I spent way too much time gaming. It was the first day in, like, months, maybe like a year.
Well, like I told you deserve those type of days.
I feel like I don't, though. Like, yesterday I gamed for maybe 10 or 12 hours straight. And it felt good. Mm-hmm. But in the entire day, I just felt, like, bad because I wasn't working.
Well, like I told you before, like, you should work like if it's a 9-to-5 job. Work Monday through Friday and then have the weekends off to yourself.
That's what I was thinking.
Or to whatever you want to do.
I'm trying to fit a schedule like that because quick shout out to Kevin Grijalva. I don't know if he's going to listen to this, but shout out to him. He showed me Notion, the thing I was telling you about.
Right.
And since I got it, I've been organizing my whole week and my whole schedule. So I got to do my podcast stuff. I got to YouTube stuff, boxing practice, writing stuff, right? So I organize it so I know exactly what I'm doing all week. And I noticed that my weekends are kind of empty. And before, I was going out a lot more. But recently, I've been trying to stay in more so I could focus on my things and to save some money. And so now I'm thinking of substituting it for like some gaming time, TV time, family time, that kind of stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I miss going out to some extent, but we were always doing the same kind of things when we went out. So it's a nice break. Switch up the vibes a little bit.
Right.
So maybe I'll start gaming on the weekends and like an hour every night or something like that.
Probably even more.
More? 2 hours?
I guess. That's how long I could game for. It's 2 hours.
Like on a good day, I could game for like 2 hours. It's just because right now I'm split between the two games.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to build up my farm on Stardew Valley. I'm trying to marry Haley, right? Don't ask. You can get married in the game. I'm trying to marry Haley.
I remember you saying something about in the Discord. You're like, Haley's so bad, bro.
She is bad. She's the baddest 2D pixel character I've ever seen. Anyway, she's better than fucking Abigail and Penny. But don't get me started, okay? It doesn't matter.
Wait, before you continue, what video game would you like to live in?
You know, this ties into a question I had for you. So, okay, hold on.
And then I know the question you're gonna ask. What movie would you like to live in?
No. You can answer that one if you want.
No.
The first game that pops into my head is probably Fallout 4. I know it's like a dystopian wasteland, but if I was gonna live in any world, I would want to live in that world. Or Red Dead Redemption 2.
Red Dead I would like, but it's like the Western.
Yeah, you would have to deal with like the outdoors and that kind of shit.
But I also want to play Minecraft.
You would want to live in Minecraft?
Well,
though?
yeah, when you look at the forest, when you're in the forest biome, the forest biome.
Or like the mountain biomes that you're just looking out?
No, like when you're living specifically in the forest biome, doesn't it seem like so chill? Like it's not hot, it's not cold, it's just right in the middle.
It feels like I would need to be wearing a checkered what the fuck are they called? A flannel, thank you.
Yeah.
It feels like I'd be needing to wear
a flannel. Like that's that for Tim. If I only have to wear a flannel, that's perfect weather.
I would say I think the oak biomes, like the oak tree biomes where it's all grassy and stuff, I always settle down there for some reason. Like it's hard for me to settle down.
Like the Christmas tree.
No, not the Christmas trees. The oak trees where it's all green and there's green grass.
Yeah, that's
and
what I mean.
lakes.
That's what I mean. That biome.
Yeah. What were you talking about?
That biome.
I thought you were talking about the spruce biome with the Christmas trees.
No.
No, yeah, I would want to live there, and I think I know why. Did you ever play Minecraft Pocket Edition?
No.
Oh, well, for the longest time, that was the only version of Minecraft I could play. So I put like 4,000 hours into that Minecraft as a kid. And for the longest time, that was the only biome we had in the entire map. It was that and then some desert biomes. And the map was small. It wasn't unlimited. So it was like a small world. And so I just got so comfortable with those biomes.
I remember when we had the school laptops and people installed Minecraft on there.
Yeah.
I would stay up till like 2, 3 in the morning just playing creative.
Dude, you know what's funny? There are so many times I was so addicted to Minecraft that at one time I was laying in bed. I had insomnia and I couldn't sleep. And I was like, I got it. And I woke up and I went to minecraftskinmaker.com or some shit, right? And I made my Minecraft skin from scratch. Then I started up a new survival world. I hopped in and then I made myself a cave house all within the span of like 2 hours because I couldn't sleep. Like, I was super addicted to Minecraft. I would wake up and make myself skins. I was making custom maps and putting them on for people to download.
I remember there was one time I went into the what's the flat biome where it's just completely flat?
The super flats?
Yeah, where it's like no mountains at all. It's just
the flat world, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I went in there and I decided to remake the prison from The Walking Dead.
Oh shit.
And then I used pigmen and zombies as the zombies.
Yeah. Did you finish it?
Yeah, but it was like so small. I don't know what the hell I was thinking.
I used to love doing builds like that. There's one time I built my entire house in Minecraft. Mm-hmm. I was like, oh, this is too small. I want to change it up, right? I was watching a lot of Minecraft YouTubers who had like castles and stuff in their villages. So I loaded up a world with me and my brother. And we built a castle made completely out of cobblestone on top of a mountain. We didn't finish it, but it inspired us to make our biggest build ever. So for 9 hours, me, my brother, and my stepbrother sat in a room on our phones building an entire football stadium in Minecraft.
Oh my god.
And we did it. We finished it. In 8th grade, me and a couple of my friends, we built the Twin Towers. And then we built a plane crashing into the Twin Towers. And that's when I was really getting into like mega builds. You know, I was building these huge like planes and like crazy stuff. I never got so crazy that I started building like galaxies like some people, but God, those are the days.
Did you know there's a dude building the Earth? Like he's building every city.
No, that's a server. They're building the entire Earth. Yeah, I saw that.
And I think it's gonna take them another like 8 years to finish the whole Earth.
Yeah, especially since they keep adding buildings, so they'll constantly keep having to update it.
Yeah.
There's servers where I don't know if they're still active, but there used to be servers for like Minecraft. There used to be Disney servers, right? So you could load up Disneyland and get into a Disneyland server and then walk around
sick.
Minecraft Disneyland. It was fucking sick. So I remember one time we went, I came back and I wanted to experience the rides again. So I loaded up that server and I went to Splash Mountain and went on the ride. It was lame as fuck, but it was cool.
One of the underrated video games was Realm of the Mad God.
Oh my god, yeah.
That was such an. I feel I'm pretty sure it's different now.
I think it's super different. I never got really into it, but I did like.
I got really into it. I remember I was really into it.
I sucked at it. I kept dying all the time.
During the lunches in middle school, that's all we did. We would go up to the second story of the library, and we will all get on a table, surrounding, and we're just on our laptops playing for the whole lunch.
This ties into a question I had for you. So, what game was there for you when you had no friends or when you were at your loneliest? What was the game that comforted you?
It has to be more than one.
Okay, I'll give you
because
2 or 3.
Because back in middle school, I would play like how you are right now, playing multiple games. I used to play multiple games too. So it would be like MW2, MW3, GTA 5.
Really? GTA 5?
Mm-hmm.
That was there for you when you had no friends?
Yeah.
How so?
Probably because of story. Because I remember that was the first like quote unquote story game.
It is a story game.
Well, no, because people mainly use it as a multiplayer game now.
Well, now, yeah, but back then
it was a story game. So I would go on there and just play the story over and over again. But there's another game I just can't remember. I'm trying.
Whoa, shit! You have all your PS3 games right there. Nice.
Dead Island. Dead Island was another one. Let me see.
I never played Dead Island. Was it a good game?
It was okay.
I gotta drink my protein shake.
Did you ever? Let me sit down. Did you ever play the Transformers game?
No.
The Transformers Revenge of the Fallen game? No. That was a dope ass game.
Wait, so what was the game that stands out to you as the one that was there for you?
I guess the most is probably MW2, the old one.
Okay, how so? Like, give me your life. I want to know how this affected you.
So, I got my PS3, and then after, the PS3 I got for Christmas one year, and then a lot of people gave me money for Christmas, so I had like maybe like $200, maybe $250.
Damn.
$250.
To be a kid again.
I know, it was like $250. So my brother took me to GameStop, and I got MW2, I got MW3, I got Black Ops, I got Black Ops 2.
Why would you buy all of them at the same time?
I don't know.
You could have just got the newest one.
I think the newest one at that time was Black Ops 2. Maybe.
Oh, yeah, because you were telling me that you used to get the consoles late.
Yeah.
You would wait until they were on sale or something.
Yeah. I think it was Black Ops 2. I think that was the most recent one at the time. But like MW2 and MW3 were on sale, so they're like $20 each. And I started with MW2, and I remember I would play the campaign over and over and over again. I never got tired of it. So then I got internet, and then I got on
multiplayer.
No, I ain't got on MW2 first for when it came to multiplayer. I think.
Damn, you would have shitted on all those nerds.
Yeah. I think I started with my first multiplayer Call of Duty game was BO2. But the one I have the most memories of is MW2, and I don't know why. I just remember playing it over and over and over again. Like the campaign. I don't know why.
Funny, I don't know if I ever told you this, but here's a really quick funny story. When MW2 came out, my dad had got a copy, and he let me play on his PS3 sometimes, right? Because I didn't have one. And so I told my friend, I was like, add my account, because I made an account on my dad's PlayStation. And his name was Damien. And you might know him.
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
My last name?
That's your last name?
No. Did he have my last name?
Oh, I don't know.
Did he have a sister named
I don't know. I I know his username.
Oh, okay.
I know his gamer tag to this day. But we got on MW2, right? And back then, I don't think they had parties on PlayStation 3. So the only way you could talk to each other was in game chat, right? So we got onto game chat, two little squeaker kids, and we were in a multiplayer lobby, and we were talking about the girls that we liked at school for about 10 or 15 minutes because we were playing one of those long games of FW2.
Wait, there wasn't Skype?
We didn't have Skype. We didn't know what that was. We were like 8.
Oh, okay.
You know, this was 2008, 2009.
MW2 came out. Oh yeah, 2009.
Yeah, somewhere around that time. So we didn't know what any of that was. And we were sitting there talking about all the girls that we liked at school and the things that were happening to us at school. And the entire lobby was listening to us speak for those 10 minutes, right? And then at one point, some guy cut in and he goes, kids, or he goes, hey, kids, shut the fuck up. And he's all, we can hear you. And we were all, and we muted our mics and we just didn't talk for the rest of the game. Because they heard us. We were like, oh, yeah, Susan was telling me that she don't like me and blah, blah, blah. And we were just going on and on and on. So fucking embarrassing. But for me, if I had to say the game, I phrased this question because Fallout 4, before I think Red Dead took over as my favorite game, was my favorite game. And it was my favorite game because at the time I started playing it, it was right before you and I really became friends. And I felt like I was at my loneliest point in life, you know, because my best friend before you had just moved to another country. And then my friend group that I was hanging out with, as I met you, you know, we weren't a thing yet. So there was like a period of time for about 8 months during high school where I didn't have any friends. We would get to lunch and I didn't have any tables to sit at, you know?
Oh, Devin.
Yeah, like we'd get to lunch, I'd have my lunch and I would walk out and I would see all these kids I knew, but not any kids that I was friends with. And so I would I would like grab my food and I would walk over to like, I don't know, a lonely part of the school because it was different every day. And then I would eat my lunch. And then I would just sit there on my phone watching anime, right? And so my dad gave me a copy of Fallout 4 right around that time. And I didn't have anybody to play with at school. I didn't have anybody to talk to, anybody to hang out with. And so...
And yeah, I thought you were going to start crying on me.
No, it was like phlegm came up or some shit.
So it's not like you're going to start choking up.
No, it's not that sad. So I started playing Fallout 4. And I remember it was like a contest for his company, and he got to choose a prize. My dad's company. Yeah. It was my dad's company. He got to choose a prize, and then he gave me Fallout 4 because he saw it was a game that he could win. And
57 minutes?
47.
Oh.
And he gave it to me, and I started playing it. And I remember I walked into the world the first time, and I was like exploring it, and I was like, this is so fucking cool. And for the next like 3 months, that game encapsulated my life. It was the only thing I thought about, the only thing I played, the only thing I was focused to. I would wake up and it would be the only thing I had to look forward to that day, right? I'd wake up, play for like 20 minutes before I went to school, leave to school, come back and play until I went to bed.
That I might switch up the topic a little bit, but that was just a crazy time in high school. Like how the fuck did we meet? Like one day we were in the same math class, and the next day we were in a party every fucking day.
I remember exactly how it went because you...
Wait, I think that's one of my questions.
Was it?
Hold on. Yeah.
Okay, perfect segue. What's the question?
It said...
Oh, wait. Let's introduce this so they're not confused. So, in celebration for the 50th episode, me and A decided to do a mini game throughout the show where we would ask each other best friend questions that the other one should know.
Yeah, as you can know, we're running out of fucking ideas.
Yeah, we're running out of ideas here. We didn't prepare topic-wise for this episode. You know, we didn't want to do a bunch of conspiracies for this one, so we just wanted to have a regular discussion. So what?
So the question is, where did we first meet? Be specific as possible.
I remember exactly how it went down. So, we became friends in late 2016. Right?
Wait, hold on. Before you continue, can you just stop rubbing up against the table with the chair?
Is that the table?
Yeah. See?
Oh, okay. So it was late 2016 when we met because we got put into the same
Geometry?
math class. No, sorry. It was late 2015.
Yeah.
Late 2015. And around that time, like I said, my best friend before you had moved to another country.
Mm-hmm.
And the friend group that I was hanging out with was starting to fall apart a little bit. We weren't hanging out as much, and the friend group was just kind of dying. So I was all alone, right? I still had people to talk to somewhat. I still had friends, but I was kind of alone. And then me and you knew each other from middle school. I was like, oh, that's the damn kid. And give us a damn for old time's sake.
I can't.
I
can't.
Just damn.
No, I did it on an episode before.
I know, but this is
Damn.
So I was like, that's the damn kid. And then I was like, hey, what's up, man? And then you're, oh, hey. And then I kind of knew you, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then Anais was in that class with us. And I thought that she was really cute at the time. So I was trying to talk to her. I was talking to her and I was talking to you. And was Alfred there with us?
No, Alfred wasn't there. But
No, you introduced me to Alfred.
Yeah, I introduced you to Alfred.
So
2000.
Yeah.
Fuck, bleep it out. I think you have to bleep it out.
He doesn't play.
He doesn't?
No,
Oh.
I haven't seen him on.
Oh, I think he does play, actually.
I'll bleep it out.
Yeah, bleep it out. Because I was playing Warzone with him.
So, I remember that I was sitting in the front of the class by Anais, and me and her were talking a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Because we were talking a lot, our teacher moved me to the back of the class, and then she moved her off to another side of the class. And I got put next to you. So then whenever we had a group up to do like tasks together,
Mm-hmm.
I would always be grouped up with you. And eventually we started talking. And then I asked you, I was like, oh, do you play any games? And you're like, oh yeah, I have a PlayStation. I was like, oh shit, what do you play? And you're all, well, I play Minecraft and I play this game and I play that game. I forgot the other ones. I think it was 2K and something else.
And Call of Duty, most likely.
Probably. I didn't have that year's Call of Duty, I don't think. No, I did. I just wasn't playing it. I was playing Battlefield 1 and Minecraft.
I had Battlefield 3.
And then I was like, oh, you should give me your gamer tag and I'll add you. And then you're all, yeah, I'll bleep it out. And I was like, what the fuck? What kind of gamer tag is that? And so then I went home and I added you. And then we got into a party for the first time. And I remember it was like really kind of awkward. Like we were barely talking.
Yeah.
And I remember because we loaded up Minecraft. And I was like, oh, you said you have Minecraft, right? And you're all, yeah. And I was like, you want to hop on Minecraft? And you're all, yeah, sure. And keep in mind, I had only gotten into a party with like one other person by this point, and I had only done it like maybe 50 times, which isn't a lot. Keep in mind, that's like 50 conversations, you know? So I was still kind of a rookie at this, and I was like trying to figure out ways to talk to Eddie. So we get on Minecraft, and he's showing me his world, and I have a vivid image of how it looked because it was fucking terrible.
What was it?
You had this cobblestone house by this like river, not a river, it was like a lake, and you had all this sugarcane growing all around the lake, and it was super tall, and your cobblestone house had like glass all over it, and you walk inside and it was all cramped and the chests were all next to each other and there was doors in the middle of the walkway. It was ugly as fuck, and I was like, what the hell? And then we hit it off. We ended up staying on for a couple of hours, and then we started to get into parties more and more. I'd be like, hey, you want to get into a party? And for those of you that are confused, it's like a Discord call, if you know what Discord is, or a Skype call that was on PlayStation. We were able to get on and talk to each other, right? Without being on the same game. So we would get into a party, and then we were playing Minecraft. I think we started playing, I remember I was playing Battlefield 1, and you're all, hey, is it cool if Alfred joins us? And I was like, Alfred? And you're all, yeah, he's my friend. You're all, he's really cool. I was like, who the fuck is Alfred? I was like, yeah, I guess. And then you invited him. He's like, yo, what's up? I was like, oh, who is this guy? And then you guys were talking, and I remember I was trying to talk to him, and it was so fucking awkward. I was like, who is this? I don't know how to talk to this guy. And then a couple months later, we're the three amigos.
Yeah, and then how did we get Joe in?
I think I brought Joe in because I knew Joe. Me and Joe were friends, and I think I told him that me and you were playing PlayStation all the time, and we were hopping into parties. And then he was like, oh, you should invite me. And I invited Joe. Then we got Borges in there.
Then Borg. And then who was after?
Some of Alfred's friends joined us.
Yeah. Fuck, what are the names?
don't know.
Franco.
I don't remember Franco.
Yeah, Franco.
I'm sorry if you guys listen to this. I'm terrible with names.
No, but I remember there being a lot more people. Franco.
At one point, I remember one of our parties had like 9 people in it.
Yeah.
And we were all talking at the same time.
Yeah, but who was in that? Mondo was in it.
Did he join us?
I remember playing with Mondo a lot.
Dro was in there.
Dro was in it. Who else? That's it.
I don't know. I know there was more for sure, but I'd have to pull up my PSN.
Yeah.
But like we had a lot of people joining us, and it was so fucking cool. But that's how we met.
Yeah.
We met in math class, and then I got the bravery to ask you to be my friend on PlayStation.
I think you were the first person ever I joined the party with.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm honored.
Yeah, because I think before then I didn't have a mic or something.
No, you said you had a mic, but you just didn't like talking to people on the party.
I guess, yeah, that sounds like me.
You know what's funny too? I have this memory of all of us playing Minecraft because we had started a Minecraft world, and I think it was a creative one because I remember I was working on a cemetery for our village. We were building this huge village, and I was building us a cemetery, and I was flying around, and you're all, guys, I think I'm depressed, and then I got pissed off, and I was like, you're not depressed. You're all, yeah, I think I'm depressed. And you're all, I'm all, no, Eddie, you're not depressed. I was like, I would be able to tell if you're depressed. You're all, no, I think I'm depressed. You don't know, Devin. You don't know. I'm depressed. I was like, what the fuck? And we got into a huge ass argument over it.
And it was, boy, have the tables have turned.
Why did they turn? I'm not depressed.
You tell me I'm depressed. I'm like, no, I'm not depressed.
Oh, yeah. I'll be like, Eddie, I think you need some help. You should go to betterhelp.com and use code Moonman to save yourself 10% off at checkout. Yeah, go to betterhelp.com to get 10% off your first month of therapy on us. But yeah, I remember that. I remember we were always getting into funny scenarios with that. You know, I found a video of Borkis looking up how to spell hippo because he didn't know how to spell hippo.
I think it was in a classroom.
No, it was on the PlayStation party.
Oh no!
And he goes, hippo spelled with an I. What? I didn't even know that.
Oh yeah. I do remember that.
He thought hippo was spelled with a Y, so he thought it was HYPPO. What a fucking jackass! Oh, those are the fucking days though.
Those were the days.
We were all getting on and we were all making memories. It was so fucking cool.
I don't know how the fuck we talk to each other every single day. I can't believe we didn't get sick of each other.
Think about it like this: we didn't really have any friends up until that point, and then once you and I connected, we brought all of these mutual friends together, and we all became a friend group.
Yeah,
you know,
because I was friends with Mike, and then Tyler was friends with Mike. Okay, so it started with me, you, and Alfred. I knew Mike. I brought Mike in. Mike knew Tyler, so Tyler came in.
I knew JP, and Mike knew JP, so they brought him in.
Yeah.
You knew Alfred, and you brought Alfred in. I knew Joe and Borkis, so I brought Joe in, and me and Joe brought Borkis in.
Yeah.
And then we all just kind of like started like that.
Yeah, but the main ones were me, you, Mike, Tyler, and Alfred.
I always saw it as 3 groups. There was the 3 amigos, which is you, me, and Alfred. We hung out the most. Then there was I in my head I always called them the white boy group, but it was me, you, Mike, Alfred, JP, and Tyler. Mm-hmm. And then there was the football group or the South Side group. I didn't know what I called them, but it was you, me, Alfred, Bork, and Joe. But mainly you, me, Bork, and Joe. Yeah. Because Alfred would hang out with us sometimes, but not all the time. Yeah. Because I remember we'd be hanging out with Joe.
Bravo was the other person in the party.
Bravo! Shout out Bravo, man. I haven't talked to him in a minute. Yeah. It was he was there at my 18th birthday party. You remember? Yeah. I was really surprised.
Yeah, because he lives around the corner. That's why.
Yeah, I know, but I was surprised that many people showed up to my 18th party, and the people specifically who showed up.
There was like 5.
There's like 9, but I had never had a birthday party before.
Because I remember it was me, Tyler, Mike, Alfred.
It was the group. It was you, Tyler, Mike, Alfred. I think, no, Joe couldn't make it. Bork was there. JP, Bravo. I think Bravo's girlfriend. My ex. Yeah, because he was there with the girl.
No.
I could have swore.
No.
Really?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't.
But yeah, I was surprised at who showed up and the amount of people because it sounds sad, but I never had a birthday party, and I never had a birthday party where I had my friends over, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Never had that shit. Me and my family, we didn't do that. We would have little cookouts. We would have little family things, but never once did I ever get to invite a friend over for a birthday party. So once I met all you guys, that's when all like our traditions started, and I wanted to make all these memories with you guys. It felt like I was living my life for the first time. Mm-hmm. You know? Okay, but now I got a question for you. What's my favorite make of car? You know, that's a little too specific. What is my dream car? We'll do that.
What is your dream? It has to be an oldie.
No.
It's not?
No.
It's modern?
Yeah, relatively.
Past 10 years?
Yeah.
I don't fucking know that.
You should know this, Eddie. You should know this.
We've never talked about this.
I could have swore I told you.
What is it?
It's a Toyota 86. It's basically a Scion FRS, but it's the Toyota version. I was also looking at the Subaru version, and they're both owned by the same parent company, so they'll both be good cars. I just don't know which one I want. And I've been wanting this car since about 2015, before every single car guy who swears he's a car guy but isn't a car guy bought the car and then put a wide body kit on it and made it all low. I've been wanting this car way longer than any of these fuckers even had it.
Huh. Yeah, you never told me.
I don't think you have a dream car, right?
Not really a Tesla.
You want a Tesla? Which Tesla?
The Model X.
X? Which one is that?
The ones with the SUV.
Ew.
The ones that open the doors open like that.
You just want it because the doors open like that, huh?
No, it just looks badass.
The SUV, though.
Yeah.
I feel like that uses a lot of electricity.
If not the Roadster, the Tesla Roadster.
Okay.
But it's not out yet.
Okay, I got another one here. This is so stupid. I should have gauged these questions before I pull them out. On a Friday night, how hard do I party on a scale of 1 to 5, 5 being the hardest?
Like a 3.5.
3.5 is pretty, yeah, I would say that's good. I don't get fucked up right away, but I'll get fucked up. For you, it's obviously a 1. It's a 1 every day.
No, it's a 0.5.
It's not, but it starts at 1.
Oh, it has to be 1. Oh, okay, yeah,
yeah. It's obviously a 1. Eddie never gets harder than that. And I know we were supposed to drink for this episode, people, but scheduling didn't work out, and so it's the middle of a day on a fucking Tuesday. We're not drinking at 2 p.m.
Well, I'll ask this one, and then we'll go on to a topic.
Okay.
When I was a kid, what was I afraid of?
The dark.
The dark is one of them, but there's another one that used to freak me the fuck out.
Ah, damn. Is it something conceptual, like the dark, or is it something like tangible?
When you mean tangible, what do you mean?
Like something you can touch, or something that like,
no,
you thought you could touch?
I'll say it's this one. It's from a movie.
Clowns.
No.
You used to be scared of clowns, though.
Yeah, but like that clown. The thing I'm thinking of never touched clowns.
What? The cheese touch?
No.
What?
Michael Myers.
Ah, you were scared of Michael Myers?
Yeah. I think it was because of the music, and every time I heard the music, I saw him walking.
This is actually a perfect transition for my next topic. You're doing good today. Did we plan this? Are we on the same wavelength?
Yeah, I think so.
I think we are. Well, I kind of know the answer to this already, but like, we're getting close to fall.
Right.
You know, I'm super excited about it.
Right.
Like, I've been feeling the fall vibes.
Okay, ask
recently.
the fucking question.
So, I've been thinking a lot about scary movies recently.
Mm-hmm.
And what's your personal favorite scary movie?
To watch during fall, like once fall begins?
I guess. I don't know.
Probably the first Halloween.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you want to have a Halloween movie marathon?
No.
What? Why?
No.
We'll go to my house, get some beer.
No, we already said. Dude, hold the fucking card.
They're jumping out of my head. Get some candy corn. We'll cuddle under a blanket. Get some popcorn.
No. We talked about this in the last episode.
Okay, do you have any fall traditions that you do?
No.
Really?
Because beforehand, I never liked fall.
Really?
Yeah, like winter was always my favorite.
Well,
season.
yeah, I know that.
And then Christmas was my favorite holiday. It still is. But I've been coming around more to fall.
You've been adjusting to it a little bit
Yeah.
more? Okay. So you've never had any fall traditions that you did?
No. Oh, I did have one.
I know it. Go ahead.
What is it?
You would watch Scary Godmother?
No. I'll get a piece of paper, right? I'll put my hand on there. And I'll trace it. I'll trace my hand around with the paper. And then I'll color it brown. And I'll make it a turkey.
Do you think kids still do that?
No.
See, by the time fall got to that point, I wasn't a big fan of it.
Because it was Thanksgiving, huh?
Yeah, I liked the fall. Like, I still like fall in November and Thanksgiving time. It just feels like a different type of fall. It feels like cold fall. Like, we're about to hit winter fall.
Mm-hmm.
I liked the fall from, like, August to October. Because right now, to me, we're getting into fall. Even though technically fall starts on September 22nd, I start getting into the fall mindset now. And I start all my little traditions. So in August, I don't really do nothing particularly special. I might start entertaining myself with some more scary stuff. But I used to have a lot of different traditions. Like every year, I would eat candy corn, right? I would get the pumpkin spice lattes from like McDonald's or Starbucks. I would watch scary movies all throughout October. I would play scary games. I would hang up the orange lights. I would do all that shit. Because I think we talked about it previously. You have to make the seasons.
Mm-hmm.
You know? And I think we should try to bring that back as a society. Because we don't really celebrate seasons anymore, you know?
We do.
Has it really felt like summer? Like the summer that we grew up with, the summer where it feels like everybody's out doing shit?
Well, no. Well, yeah.
And don't say because we're adults, right? Because now that we have the freedom to do whatever we want, we don't go out enjoying the seasons. We haven't gone camping. We haven't gone swimming.
We have no time.
We have time, but we're just spending it in the wrong ways. We don't go out of our way to enjoy the seasons.
Well, no. Summer, I always hated. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I always hated summer. I always stayed indoors.
Really?
Yeah.
You didn't do shit for summer?
No.
I used to go swimming at the pool all the time.
I hated going swimming.
Why?
Because I don't know how to swim.
I don't either. I took swimming classes and I can like save myself if need be, but I don't look majestic. I'm not a swimmer. You know, I'm like
I don't even know how to float.
Around.
I don't know how to float.
I don't either.
I don't know. I just did it like summer just because it was too hot. So for me, it goes.
But like barbecues, fireworks, swimming,
nope,
camping.
I never did any of that.
Eating ice cream outdoors, shit like that.
I never did any of that.
Really?
Yeah. So like, I don't really live up. Like I said, the only time
you do anything
is winter.
Okay.
December 1st, boom. That's when we kick into gear.
December 1st, Eddie has a Santa hat on. He's ready to fucking party, man. But that I want to make more of a conscious effort moving forward in my life to appreciate the seasons while they're here. Because to me, I've been opening up to the idea.
What would you do for springtime? Put on fucking leprechaun ears or something?
Well, no. Hold on. Let me get into it. Okay.
Hurry up.
Well, we have time to kill. We were supposed to go for 3 hours, so we can rant a little bit. Right?
What time are we at?
Hour 8.
Oh.
I've been coming around to the idea of enjoying seasons more while they're here because to me, it's an excuse to live up your life in small ways, you know? So like when it's summer, you can get ice cream, go sit outside in the evening, eat ice cream and like listen to the cicadas or the crickets, you know? You can go camping outdoors. You can go swimming with your friends, like excuses to do that kind of thing, right?
But don't you think that maybe towns or cities that go through all 4 seasons are more popping like that?
Yeah, for sure, because they don't really have to worry about the seasons. They feel the seasons. That's fine. But especially for us, like people whose climate hardly changes. Like people in California, Florida, Arizona, Texas even, that don't really get a lot of seasons. It's our job, or different parts of the world or hemispheres where your seasons don't really change. It's up to us to make the seasons feel like the seasons. Otherwise, it's going to feel like the same boring life day in and day out. I like to feel like I'm going into a new era 4 times a year, because then it gives me something to look forward to. It gives me a reason to like do little things,
I think the reason why that died is because the schools would do that for us. Well, they'll know that it's a turn of a...
Yeah, the schools were a reminder. The TV we watched was a reminder, right? So that's why I said with this show, we have to make it a conscious effort to like talk about the seasons so that people can feel the spirit. If we're talking about summer stuff during summer, it's going to feel like summer. If we're talking about spooky stuff during fall, it's going to feel like fall, etc., etc. So like moving forward with fall, I have that nailed. With Christmas, everyone has that nailed. With summer, I think most people do. With spring, what we could do is like start a little garden, buy some plants, go on walks, be in nature. For whatever reason, I feel like spring is the time to be in nature. To be in grassy fields, to be around flowers, that kind of shit. And I think we should make the conscious effort to do that so that we can look back on our life and look at all the memories and you feel it. Especially when I play games like Stardew Valley, you can feel the seasons in that game. Or Animal Crossing. It changes. The environment changes. So it makes it more fun. But we don't do that in our life. Stop trying to take a picture of me and fucking contribute here. It's a show.
It's a rant.
You're
rant. Doing a rant that I cannot contribute to.
What, you don't agree?
No, not really.
Why?
Like I said, the only main ones that I always feel is fall and winter. Fall and winter.
Why don't you just start trying to do stuff for summer?
Because it's too goddamn hot. It is 112 degrees outside, Devin.
Not right now. Right now it's like 99, 100 maybe.
It's 100, 102.
102. That's not that bad by Arizona standards.
So summer is hell here. So I don't want to do anything for hell. Is it Kyle?
Yeah, it's Kyle. He's always fucking calling me.
Call him or answer him.
Okay. We're going to do a quick ad break. I got to answer this call. We'll be right back. And this episode is brought to you by no one. You guys are so amazing that I wanted to give you a little break from all the W ads and just say thank you. If it wasn't for your guys' continuous support, we would not be here today, and I do not want to understate that. Eddie and I really appreciate you guys tuning in every week and sticking with us on this wild ride. I only ask that you rate the show on whatever platform you're listening to. But aside from that, thank you again. Love you. But in the end, it doesn't even matter. I had to fall to lose it all. But in the end, it doesn't even matter. Hey, Eddie. Oh. Yeah, it's live.
Okay. Okay.
Should we redo it?
No.
We already got some of it,
We did?
Yeah.
Oh, how long?
Do you want to hear it?
No, because I feel like it's gonna mess up the audio. But no.
You want to hear it?
No, I don't.
You just don't want to risk it.
No.
Welcome back, everybody.
I have a question to ask you.
I had a question to ask you.
You told me to.
Okay, go ahead. What is it?
How do you prefer your sandwiches? Triangle or squared?
Sandwiches?
Yeah.
Triangle. Subs, there's only one way to serve subs.
Yeah. Okay, so like last week, there was a UFO meeting at Congress.
Oh, yes.
Yes. Did you watch it or no?
No, I watched the clip he sent me.
Okay.
But I didn't watch it. You told me that it started at 10, and I was like, fuck.
No,
I wake up at 10:30.
It started at 7, actually.
Oh, a.m.?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, no, I would have definitely missed that.
Yeah, because of the whole daylight savings.
I've been waking up at like 10:30,
Wow,
so
you're such a failure.
Yeah, I know. There's no way I'm going to be waking up at 6:30 a.m. to tune into this shit. So especially when it feels like a distraction. You know what I mean?
It is a distraction.
It doesn't feel like I don't know. It doesn't give me the same kind of feeling. Like, it doesn't feel like we finally got the government and they're talking about aliens. It feels like they're controlling the narrative. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So whatever the case, they confirmed that aliens do exist.
Yeah, they said that non-human life forms or some shit like that.
So there's 3 people testifying. One was a former Navy pilot. The other one was like a commanding officer. The last one, I don't know what he was.
He was just a guy.
No, he was part of the military, but I forget exactly.
He was just a military guy.
Yeah. Okay. Whatever. The pilot was saying that the U.S. has had. How do you say it?
Sexual relations with the extraterrestrial forces for over 50 years. For every president to be elected into governing office, they must.
So the government, the U.S. government, has been in possession of UFO technology since the 1930s.
The 30s?
Yeah.
Wow. Holy shit!
And
that's more than I give them credit for.
And they've been back engineering the technology.
Reverse engineering.
Back engineering.
Why is it back engineering? Whatever. They've been what?
They've been back engineering the technology, and they've been carrying out a public disinformation campaign to prevent details from leaking.
Mm-hmm,
and then he also said that they're recovering spacecraft with, how did he say, non-Earth biologicals inside of them.
Yeah, that explains it, because there was I believe it was Roswell when the crash actually happened.
Yeah.
They had identified several different elements that were not of this world and they couldn't pinpoint. Mm-hmm. That was one of the mysteries. It's that it was a type of element they had never seen before and something that wasn't on our periodic table. So, but again, I don't know. If assuming some of this information is true, just like giving us a little bit of the apple to distract us from the bigger picture, I don't feel like we've accomplished anything as a society.
No, people don't care, because I guess everyone already knew, yeah, there's aliens. But the thing that they're trying to distract is that something with Africa.
Ebola.
No, Africa is starting to join forces with China and Russia.
Forces.
Trying to. They're.
Are you gonna talk about BRICS?
Yeah, I guess in a way.
I don't know. I have no comment on BRICS. And for those of you that are confused, confuzzled, BRICS is supposed to be the United Nations version of the Communist Party. So Russia, and China and Korea and a bunch of other countries are coming together. India, I think, or Indonesia or some shit, are coming together to threaten the first world countries and to threaten like the people who sit on top of the economic pyramid.
Yeah.
And there's all kinds of conspiracies going around saying that they're going to overthrow the U.S. dollar and there's going to be a new national currency and all that stuff. We talked about it on the national debt episode.
Yeah.
I think that was episode 40. But I don't necessarily buy into that. You know, I don't think that I'm not going to say that they're not doing it, but I don't think like all the conspiracy rumors that I'm hearing are true. Because the only ones that are really talking about it are like Americans. You know, we're not getting any actual information on the inner workings of their policies. You know, and there's no way we could. It's not like anybody from Russia is coming out and saying this is what's going to happen. It's just all of us theorizing on what's going to happen, you know? If there really is a society called BRICS, well, no, I believe there is. But I don't know. I just don't have an opinion on it because right now it's too soon to say.
They're censoring what we're trying to hear.
Yeah.
And then in Russia, people don't have freedom of speech, so they can't go on.
No, yeah, they do.
No, they not. No, they don't.
Yeah, they do.
No, they don't.
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
It's a communist country. I
don't think Russia's communist. I think they were former communists that morphed into some form of democratic, but they're not. They have some. Yeah, they have freedom of speech to some extent.
No.
And they have like access to the internet and stuff like that. Like,
yeah, yes.
A true communist country is like North Korea.
True.
That's where like that's a communist country. That's more dictatorship, but like you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
That people think communist and they think bad, but in all honesty, communists would still have access to like the internet. Communists would still be able to like have some form of freedom of speech. You know, it's just everybody has to work to provide for everybody else, essentially. That's like the main draw of
what I'm
communism.
trying to say is they're censoring what information is coming through. Because not once on the internet, not once on like the actual Fox News and the CNNs, they haven't mentioned the whole BRICS thing.
Yeah, but I think we established with that one episode when we were talking about the news stations that you can't really trust them.
Yeah.
You know? And if there really is some secret society working to conspire against the world, you know, or there are people in higher authorities who are playing some sort of game or whatever, of course they're going to have power over the reporters. But that's why you have to go more off of independent sources and not Wrapped on Instagram, okay? Not fucking Wrap. You don't trust them. Don't trust any Instagram fucking headlines.
You trust them.
I don't trust them. They're a verified page. And they're called Wrap, and they're giving us news on everything.
Yeah, and everything they've given news on is factual.
Not factual.
Yes, it is.
They're part of the equation. They're marketing news in a way to target millennials and Gen Zers like you. It's eye-catching, and it's quick headlines with no details, so people cling on to that type of news, and they're like, this is what's happening in the world without any background information.
They give a description in the not in the comment section, in the...
But it's not like an actual news report like the way, you know, MSNBC would do it.
You can't trust them!
I know, but like, I don't trust Wrapped any more than I trust, you know, CNN.
I'd rather trust Wrapped than fucking NBC.
Like I said before, the only news source that I probably would trust is the Epcot Times, but you don't hear about these people. And you know why I trust them? Because it's boring news. You get on there and it's like news. It's boring. You know, you hear about everything in the world.
Just join one of the QAnon pages. That's your news.
I'm gonna see if I can find a news Discord or something like that. I don't know, a news bot on Discord. That'd be cool. We get news feeds every day, so everyone in our server can stay informed.
Oh my god, there's something that I wanted to bring up to you, but
Okay, while you're remembering that, how do you think you're gonna lose your virginity?
I don't. But I'm still trying to remember. I have it. It's almost there. I lost it.
So, how do you think you're going to lose your virginity?
I'm not.
Assuming you do you think it's going to be romantic?
No.
Do you think it's going to be passionate?
It's going to be quick. It's going to be like...
Okay, yeah, no. I know you're going to make all those same jokes.
No,
I got a small
no.
pee-pee. It's going to be a quick fuck, etc. Yeah, leading up to it. All right. Is it going to be with your girlfriend? Is it going to be with your future wife? Like, how do you plan it in your head?
I don't think about this stuff.
At all? You've never thought about it?
I don't really think about it.
Well, because you've said that you don't want a family, or you never thought that you would have a family, right?
Yeah.
So, assuming you ever put thought into
I'm not the romantic type.
Losing your virginity, how would you imagine it happened?
It's not. I don't think it's gonna happen.
You think you'll die a virgin?
No, I don't think it's gonna. I don't think it's gonna happen anytime soon.
Okay.
And that's because I'm not talking to any girls.
Okay, but I'm just asking, how do you think? Like, do you think it's gonna happen?
I'm telling you, it's not going to happen anytime soon.
I thought you would have some sort of answer.
Then you ask me why, and I'm like, I'm not talking to any girls, and you're like, assuming.
I'm not saying. I don't need to know when it's gonna happen. You know, I just thought you'd be like, oh, well, I always thought I would lose it like on a vacation in the Bahamas, like at a wedding or something like that.
No.
You know, I thought I would lose it in the back of a Carlos Jr. in high school.
Devin, I don't go out.
So you've never considered that?
No.
Okay, assuming that you do get married, where would you want your wedding?
I never thought about that either. Fucking no, in a church?
I mean...
Not in a church. Not in a church. I want to get married like in a garden.
A garden?
Yeah.
Like
that's full of green, that's full of trees and everything.
Like a Alice in Wonderland Evil Queen garden?
Never seen that movie.
Either of them?
Nope.
Oh. I don't fucking know then.
Like I see like a cherry blossom tree in the distance.
Okay, there you go. You're using your imagination.
Yeah, like stuff like that.
It's because I know you don't think about it, and most guys don't think about it because we don't think about this shit. right? But I grew up around girls, and so I always heard these kinds of questions being asked. And for whatever reason, it jumped into my head recently. I thought I'd ask you. I want to know where your head was, you know?
Yeah, my head is on straight. I don't fucking fantasize about the future.
And not fantasize, but like wonder about the future.
Okay, wonder about the future.
You never wondered about the future when you were a kid?
A little bit.
What did you think?
Excuse me. When I was a kid, I thought that I was gonna be a soldier.
Really?
And I was gonna be in war right now.
That's bleak.
Yeah.
What branch were you gonna join?
Army.
Really?
Yeah.
Were you gonna be special forces or just?
Devin, I was 8 when I thought about this.
Well,
I didn't. There's tiny teams within the army.
Tiny teams.
Yeah.
I always told myself if I was gonna go military, I would have went Army Ranger. You know, I would have tried to be a Ranger.
I just thought, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna be one of the people who go into the war and it's the first person.
I always thought about. Thanks, Eddie. Thanks. Eddie knocked my phone down telepathically.
Fuck you.
I always thought about that too. I always wanted to be like in the front lines.
Yeah, because I always saw the movies. I'm like, oh, it's so cool. Tom Hanks is so cool. I'm gonna be like him.
Oy. Are you talking about Private Ryan?
Same Private Ryan.
Yeah. Oof. Well, I just call it Private Ryan because Saving Private Ryan is kind of a long name. You know?
Yeah, but the movie isn't called Private Ryan.
I know, but like...
It's called Saving Private Ryan.
The game isn't called MW2. It's called Modern Warfare 2. It's an abbreviation.
Okay, then say freaking S...
But not everybody knows what that is.
SPR. Just say SPR.
So, in Private Ryan, right, I always used to reenact the beach scene, the D-Day scene.
Yeah.
I remember when I was a kid, I had this like BB gun, this airsoft gun. It was an AK-47, fucking sick ass airsoft gun. My brother broke it, but I used to build like a little pillow fort, like it was the barrier, and that I was in war, and I was like shooting like all the bad
When
guys.
I was a kid, I tried digging the trenches right here in my front.
Really?
Yard. Yeah.
You were trying to dig mean ass trenches?
Yeah, so I could reenact that.
How successful were you?
I wasn't. I got probably like not even a foot in.
You're like, fuck this, I'm going inside.
I was trying to use this little plastic shovel.
Oh damn! And you still got a foot in?
I used less than a foot in.
Oh, I was gonna say that's pretty impressive with the little plastic shovel. You know, I hate to sound like an old guy who's always saying like kids don't do that anymore, but I don't see kids doing that kind of shit anymore.
I do.
Do you?
Yeah.
That's good. I'm glad. Like whenever I see kids running around or like riding bicycles, I get happy. Because I know damn well my little brother's at home on Discord playing video games, you know? But like as a kid, like we were doing shit like that. I was making like pillow forts. I used to pretend I was a ghost hunter and I was looking for the chupacabra around my nana's house.
Was it you? I know it was Dante, but I forgot who the other person was. It might have been you. We wanted to go ghost hunt in our middle school because it looks so haunted.
I want to. I'd be down.
Because for some reason, every time every school has a dead girl story in it.
Dead girl stories are so popular.
Have you noticed that?
Kind of.
Like in our middle school, they said that there's a girl who died in one of the girls' bathrooms.
Oh no, I didn't know that.
So apparently, so she haunts the C building.
Really?
Yeah. And then in our high school, some girl hung herself in the auditorium.
That sounds plausible.
She hung herself in the auditorium.
The girls' auditorium. Or the auditorium.
There's only one auditorium.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the gymnasium. The auditorium?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That place always gave me weird vibes.
That's why people said that. And I can see why, but like I would rather investigate our high school auditorium than the middle school.
Maybe we should do that. I mean, would you be willing to do that?
Go to our high school? Hell yeah.
No, yeah, go to the high school, maybe say hi to some teachers, right? Check in on how they're doing right after school, so it's not weird. And then, peep in the auditorium if nobody's in there practicing or doing shit, and then just do a little investigation.
That'd be dope.
Maybe we could talk to the principal. Principal? How do you say it?
Principal,
right?
No, it's principal.
Principal is like principles that you have to follow.
Yeah, principal. That's okay. It's spelled principal, but you say principal.
Principal. Such a weird word when you think about it. Anyways,
The boss.
The boss.
The manager.
We'll go talk to the big cheese, and we'll ask him if it'd be cool if we did some content in the. Oh, that sounds gross. Fucking OnlyFans ruined everything. We could tell them that we're planning on doing something for our podcast using the auditorium, and if it was okay with them, and that we're former students or some shit.
Yeah.
Maybe if some of our old teachers are there, we can use that as leverage.
Yeah. And another part of the school that always gave me the heebie-jeebies was the 200 hall.
Which hall was that?
So remember, okay,
the 100 hall was the law hall, right? Where they practiced like law.
The 200 hall was, I guess, a business hall.
Is that business? Is that where the? This is gonna sound fucked up. Is that where the special ed classroom was?
No, that's the 100 hall.
No, the 100 hall was.
The 100 hall was where the vending machines were.
Yeah, they didn't have the special ed classes.
Yeah, they
there.
did.
They did?
Yeah.
Oh, so then where did they? The 200 hall is where they had the Devil's Lair, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Was the art class in there, or was it in the 300 hall?
For which one?
The art class.
300.
Yeah, I was in 300, 200. Why did that one give you the heebie-jeebies?
I don't know, because you know how, so the 300 hall had that other store in it, the Devil's Pit, I think it's called, the Devil's Pit.
The Devil's Pit.
Yeah.
Sounds like armpit or something.
The 100 hall had that class in it, the special ed class, and the daycare.
Yeah,
and the
they
daycare.
had a daycare.
And then the 200 hall, no one hung out in. Like during lunch, either
there would always be kids on the floor on the hall.
Yeah, or even during the evening, it was empty. It was, I don't know. I never liked that building.
I didn't like the science hall. What was it? The 600 hall?
No, 600 hall was a history building.
Was it
700? I think.
Yeah, I didn't know if it was 700.
And the girls' gym. The girls' gym creeped me out.
The girls' gym creeped me out. The auditorium creeped me out, and the 700 hall creeped me out. But I think that's because those were some of the original buildings of the actual school.
One of the original buildings were 100 hall, 200 hall, 300 hall. That small gym, and the auditorium.
Yeah, the girls' gym. I'm pretty sure something happened at that girls' gym, because if anybody's gonna die from an accident, it's gonna be like during physical activity.
Yeah.
And I never liked it in there, especially like when you like get to explore the back rooms and stuff. Ugh.
I didn't like the second story.
I want to explore that. I wonder if they'd let us explore that.
Oh yeah, the girls' gym.
Yeah, the girls' gymnasium. We call it the girls' gym, if you guys are confused, because mainly all the girls at our school would do their physical activity in there. And then the boys would use the bigger gym.
And then sometimes the library.
The library was cool. And they redid the library so many times that it doesn't feel haunted anymore. But the library at our middle school, the original library, kind of creepy.
I didn't like the basement that they had.
They had a basement?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, when it went down like that.
Yeah.
I never got to go in there.
I went in there once, and I didn't like it. It was just full of chairs and shit.
I didn't like that room next to the cafeteria.
Oh, shit.
You know what I'm talking about? How you would go to the cafeteria, and you would go out to the left, and then there was this little, like, dark room, and it was all carpeted.
No.
I didn't like that.
Wait, bleep this out. Are you talking about Zepperzauer's old classroom?
No, not Zepperzauer. So that was his name, huh? I completely forgot it.
Zepperzauer, I think.
So if you go down Zepperzauer's hall, right, and then you come to the main hall, and that's where the doors are, and you walk in, and then you keep walking through that hall, to the left, you'll find a room that's dark, small, and closeted.
Oh, I think that's where the orchestra.
No, they didn't. There was nothing in that room. It was too small to be used for anything. And there was a door beyond that room. That's where the orchestra practiced.
No, then I never been in there.
But that room itself, I didn't like it because my mom used to go do aerobics at that school when I was young. Mm-hmm. They had an after-school class for adults to go do physical exercise at, right? Mm-hmm. And she would go to that school, and she would take us there, like 10 years before I would end up going to that school. And then, not 10 years, because I would have been like 6 years or something, right? And they used to keep us in that little carpeted room, and we would like make art and stuff in there, right? While they were doing their exercises. But I always got a weird feeling in that room when I was a kid and then when I was a teenager. I just didn't like it. I ended up getting into a fight in that room too. I don't like that room. It's something about it. Something about some of these old schools, especially in our area, because most of the schools here, I don't know if it's like this for every state or every city, but most of our schools here on the south side, they've all been around for like 50, 60 years.
Yeah, especially our high school. Our high school was built in the 60s.
The 60s, wow.
60s or 70s.
I think our middle school right here, it was built sometime in the 70s because my mom went there for middle school.
Yeah, my brother went there for middle school. And he was born
and then
in
my
the 80s.
uncles went there for middle school too.
Yeah, so it was like 70s. That school was built in the 70s.
So all these schools are old and they've been around forever. And
you know what other part of the middle school I hated? The portables.
Oh, why?
Because like those were like storage rooms. Like that's where the ISS class was held on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, why'd you say huh?
Because I knew you got suspended. Dude.
Why'd you say huh?
I knew you got in class suspension in there.
I was in there a couple times. Yeah. Okay. Sure.
No, I think about it. That C building in our middle school, it's kind of creepy. Like imagine all the lights are off and you're just going one big circle.
No, because it ended at a Zepazaurus class. There was a wall.
No, the C building.
C building. Oh yeah, the C building's weird.
Yeah.
Imagine that, like if it's all dark and then
Yeah.
you're standing in the hallway and there's like a light flickering and then you see a shadow.
Yeah.
Ooh, I'd be so gone, and then I'd meet up with it again.
Oh, dude, that's giving me like such so it's like I guess anxiety. Oh, fuck.
You can feel it, huh? It's
Yeah.
dread. You can feel the fear
Yeah.
of like seeing something there, and there's nowhere to run.
Just
you
in
know?
a circle. Well, no, you can.
And if it's standing right there where the doors are.
Well, no, there's always emergency doors in every pod.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, huh? Because that's how all the kids would leave.
Yeah.
But assuming they're locked, you know.
Well,
you can't
no.
get out.
Well, no. It'll be. How can it be locked from the outside, not the inside?
But you know, let's just pretend. Okay, pretend.
Okay. Yeah. You're
It
fucked.
becomes freakier.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy is when I was writing my book that I'm trying to sell, Violet. There's a scene where this is pretty dark, graphic warning. She's learning how to cut herself for the first time from one of the girls at school, right?
Mhm.
And they're showing her how to do it in the bathroom. And I was writing it pretending that it was the bathroom from that building. Do you remember the boys' bathroom? How it was all like dark?
I knew there was like 2 bathrooms in there.
Yeah, there was a girls' bathroom and the boys' bathroom.
No, 2 boys and 2 girls.
Was there 2 boys?
Yeah.
Well, the boys' one was all dark and it had this like tile and it was all cramped. It was kind of like cozy.
Oh yeah. The boys' bathroom was near the small auditorium, huh?
I think so. I know it was in the C building. I just don't remember where. Oh yeah. It was by the small auditorium. I forgot it had that center spot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw Hoop Dreams there. I met the guy.
Who?
I don't know. Some guy from the 90s. Anyways. Nobody nowadays knows Hoop Dreams, but he gave me a motivational speech and we took a picture. And so it's fucked up. In that bathroom that I was envisioning it because I have such a strong memory of that bath. You think they'll let us walk the school?
Probably when it first opens.
It should. I think it's open now. Like since everybody's getting ready to go back to school at the time of this recording.
Mm-hmm.
I think we might be able to go in and say, we're like, hey, former students, we wanted to come say hi to one of the teachers here. We heard he was going to be here today or something. Then we get a chance to walk around.
That's such a bullshit lie, Devin.
But it'll work. You want to try?
No, if anything, we could be like, we could talk to the principal, be like, hey, can we walk around with somebody, so they could watch us?
Should we try though, since we're right here?
Yeah.
Fuck it, we'll do it after this.
Not after this.
What? Why?
Not after this.
My heart's racing. I want to do it after this.
Yeah.
I want to see it. I want to feel the nostalgia hit me like a truck.
After this.
Maybe. We'll flip a coin.
No.
But did you know I have a memory of the Sea Hall too, where my friend Frankie, he had brought, he said he went to Walgreens and he stole a mini portable dildo, right? Vibrator dildo. It was purple. It was about the size of a finger, and you could turn it on and it would start vibrating. So He went to this girl that he liked, right? And he got her backpack and he put it in her backpack and he turned it on. And then she went and she grabbed her backpack and she kept feeling this vibration in her backpack and she's like, what the fuck is this? And then in the middle of class, she pulls out the dildo and the teacher finds it and she gets in trouble because this asshole put the dildo in her fucking backpack. And I remember, I don't know how, but somehow during passing period when we were going to our next class, somebody had got the dildo and they threw it on the middle of the floor. So I was walking to my class. I was aware of the dildo, but I had completely forgotten about it, right? I was walking to class. I look down and I see the vibrating dildo in the middle of the floor, just doing a little jig, and everybody's like circling around it. They're like avoiding the dildo. So the dildo's like dancing around the hall and everybody's just kind of like swerving around it, trying not to hit this fucking dildo. We were wild in middle school, man. I doubt they're doing that kind of shit nowadays.
No, I feel like doing fucking fentanyl in there.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's all drug addiction now.
Yeah, it's all drugs. Fucking what were the things they used to fucking smoke?
Weed?
No, the
Oh, we call them hookah pens.
no the thing you stopped smoking recently.
The vapes?
The vapes. Are there vapes?
Yeah, elf bars.
Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of those there.
Yeah. I feel like the elf bars are probably in there, the jewels, but jewels were more back in our day.
Yeah. The jewels are illegal now.
No, they're not.
They're not?
No. But they're not allowed to sell like fruity flavors.
Oh.
So they can have mint and they can have tobacco and they can have some other flavor, but they're not allowed to make like, mango, strawberry, whatever. Because then it's targeted towards kids, apparently. Which, to be fair, nobody wants to be smoking a bunch of like nasty ass tobacco flavored shit.
Yeah.
They'd rather smoke mango. Nobody just has the balls to say it, But I feel like that's what they're doing in schools nowadays.
Yeah.
To be fair, I wasn't the greatest kid in school. I was doing a lot of bad shit. But I feel like the bad shit I was doing was a generational thing, Every kid has to be a rebel at some age. And the things that I had been doing and was doing were things that people had been doing for such a long time, Like, yeah, I smoked a little bit of weed in middle school and high school, but like...
Who hasn't?
Except for the good kids that never touched that stuff. Congratulations, you guys.
Thank you.
Talking about you and my mom.
Thank you.
I
appreciate that.
Like, virtually everybody has done something like that, right? And then getting into fights, ditching school, talking back to the teachers, doing dumb shit like that, experimenting with sex. All of that stuff is relatively normal. But now, I feel like it's a lot more artificial things.
I remember when I left my elementary school, the class after me, some kids took beer.
Really? To school?
Yeah, I think they're like third graders.
Wow.
Or fourth graders.
What the fuck? How
Yeah.
did they get it in the school?
I don't know. So I guess they took like 1 or 2 bottles, and I think what got them caught was a clanking, or maybe they were drinking in the bathroom, and one of the security guards went in there, and they caught them.
To be fair, again, I was getting in trouble in elementary school for some dumb shit. They thought I was starting a gang. I told that story on here. They thought my brother.
That's stupid. But come on, they took.
Why did I ever say that my brother took a knife to school and told some kid that he was gonna murder him?
What the fuck?
It was a sharp object, but it wasn't a knife. It was something that was deadly, right? And he was getting into like an argument with some kid. And this kid was like, fuck you, dude, or whatever, like how little kids cuss. Mm-hmm. And my brother was a fucking gangster. And we came up with a hard-ass childhood. And we were getting abused for the longest. So my brother didn't take shit from people. And so he pulled out this sharp object and he held it up to the kid. And he was like, I'm going to fucking kill you. And I guess he said it so believably that the kid looked into his eyes and got scared. Ran to the principal or the teacher or whoever the fuck and snitched out my brother, and he got out of school suspension for like 2 weeks. It was pretty fucking nuts. He was the talk of the town. Every time I'd walk into school, people were asking me about him. They thought he was in jail. I feel like that kind of shit is normal. But like going to school and doing fentanyl or experimenting with vapes, because vapes are so much more dangerous than cigarettes.
Mm-hmm.
You can get addicted to cigarettes, sure, but there's a lot of downsides to cigarettes that you're constantly aware of. You know, you smell like smoke. Your breath stinks. Your breath tastes bad. You have the tar on your skin. It fucks up your teeth. It fucks up your lungs. It doesn't taste good.
Can you get suspended for smelling like weed, even though you didn't smoke in the school?
Yes.
Why?
Yeah. Because they just don't want kids to be smoking weed, and then they can assume that you are smoking it on school grounds.
Oh.
And you're underage, and so I think they're legally obligated or something.
Oh.
Plus, back then it was a illegal drug.
Mm-hmm.
So when I was doing it, I was gangster. You know, when I was smoking weed, it was illegal in our whole state. You weren't allowed to have that.
In our whole
shit.
nation.
In our whole nation.
Up to like 10 years ago or something. No, probably like 5 years ago.
We weren't allowed to have that shit. But yeah, we used to get in trouble if we smelled like weed, and that was one of the biggest indicators. You know, if a kid came in, his eyes were all low, and he smelled like weed, he was gonna get taken to the office, and we would never see him again. He would get taken into the weed cell, and then they would burn him alive.
I'm surprised I never got suspended during school.
At all, ever?
No. The first I got was like lunch detention, but like,
what's that for?
Probably like talking back or something, or talking too much.
I think it was so dumb for a lot of the things I got suspended for, because some of them were genuinely bad things, like smoking weed on school campus.
Mm-hmm. Or having sex.
No, I never got suspended for having sex. But like, I look at my elementary school years. From 1st grade to 5th grade, I was an honor roll kid, perfect A's, never missed a day of school, and I was breaking records academically for the school, right? I was put into special programs, and everybody thought that I was going to go to college early. They thought I would graduate by the age of like 16 or 17.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they were telling me. By the time I got to 7th grade, I was getting suspended for smoking weed at school.
I feel like that was a lot of kids, though. That was a lot of kids.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. Is it like social acceptance or pressure, or like?
It's just the whole puberty thing, I guess, or the whole adolescent thing.
Because yeah, I think at some age you want to rebel. You want to. Oh, this fucking. Somehow I made my shoe tighter on accident, and now it's pinching me. Yeah, I gotta take it off. I don't want to fuck with it. Yeah, I think at some age, every kid wants to rebel a little bit, right? That's why we all start talking back to our parents and start trying to be cool or whatever. But looking back, I really don't know why I took it to such an extreme, you know? Or like in Kyle's case when he was fucking smoke bombing the school. Like,
That's funny.
It's funny, but like, how do we get to that point?
We're just not thinking properly at that age, or.
But like, look at you. You never got into any serious trouble. And I think a lot of people would be like, oh, he's lame or whatever, but I'd prefer that. I don't know. Maybe not. I have stories, but like, that's about it.
Another part of back to this topic, another part of our middle school that always freaked me out was the boys' locker room.
Why?
So you'll walk in, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then right to your right are the showers and everything. And every time I went in there, it was always dark.
Mm-hmm.
And then you'll go to the lockers and there's only one light on, and it's dead in the middle. And then once you're at your locker, depending where you are, you're either the coach's office, I guess, is to the left or to your right. My locker was to the right. I don't know. It used to creep me out.
I did have an irrational fear of bathrooms for the longest time because of my nana. And I don't know if anybody else has ever experienced this, but I feel like I'm ready to talk about my experience. Because growing up, my entire life, because I was small and because my nana's crazy, she was always telling me that I was going to get raped in a bathroom. She would always say, like, don't let anyone touch your private parts. Don't let anyone come up to you if they ask you to see. Like, she gave me the whole spiel. She gave me the whole rundown, right? And my Theo always helped her with it. He would always be like, guys will come up to you while you're taking a piss and they'll do this to you and that to you. They told me all these things. I was like 4, right? They were telling me all this to get me ready for school. So by the time I got to middle school, I had this deep irrational fear that while I was taking a piss, somebody was going to come up and like try to touch my wiener or some shit, you know, or try to like rape me from behind. Even though I had my pants up and we're in a public setting, like everybody, I just thought that everybody was out to get me. And so I always had this deep irrational fear of having to take showers after PE class or having to like pee in front of other people. Like I was always scared that I was going to get raped or jumped or attacked. They always told me I was going to get kidnapped too. Did your mom ever tell you that kind of shit?
No, I always told myself that.
Really?
Yeah.
What would you tell yourself?
I always thought that since in my head, I thought that the middle school and the elementary school were so far from my house that I thought I was going to get kidnapped along the way.
How?
A white van, someone would come up, just take me, and then put me in the van, and I will never see my family again.
It's funny because my little brother, lives such a sheltered life compared to what I had to go through. Because he gets picked up and dropped off every single day from school, right? If it's not my parents, it's me or my siblings. If it's not us, it's my grandparents, right? There's always somebody there for him. But growing up, we didn't have that kind of support because my mom was working full-time jobs, my dad was working full-time jobs, and they couldn't take care of the 5 of us kids, me, my siblings, and my step-siblings. So a lot of times I would have to walk home from school or catch the bus or whatever. And every day when we were driving home, they would tell me stories about how the cartel's stuffing fucking heads in basketballs and how kids are getting kidnapped down the street from us and how this kid was raped and sold to the slavery in Mexico and all kinds of crazy shit. Like the stories that I heard. And then I talked to my little brother. He's like 11 right now, and he doesn't even know what like the cartel is. You know, but when I was 11, I knew the inner workings and I knew what Bloods and Crips were and I knew what cocaine was. You know, like the difference in generations. I'm glad we're getting to a point where kids don't have to worry about that shit. You know, but I think it's just so weird because we're always hearing about it.
You know what's one thing
you don't know why? It doesn't even matter how hard you try.
I thought of when I was a kid.
What?
I used to think that it was illegal to go out during the weekday. And it was legal to go out during the weeknight or weekend night.
Really? Why?
I don't know, because I always saw people only going out Friday through Saturday.
So you thought you were only allowed to go out during the weekends?
Yeah.
So what? You would stay home and just be like...
Yeah.
What happened when your parents went to the store? Would you start freaking out?
No. I mean, like going out like to bars, to clubs, shit like that.
Oh, well, for the most part, that's what it is.
Yeah. Because I always saw my brother, like he always only went out Friday and Saturday. And Sunday he'll stay home and recover.
Oh, yeah. I forgot your brother was living with you guys at that time.
Yeah.
Was he a big party animal? Or going to bars a lot and stuff?
He was yeah, in a sense, yeah.
Really?
He'll do it every weekend and then he'll slow down and then pick it back up. Or he'll have bonfires out front. And all his friends would come over and drink.
Oh, that's fucking tight. Why don't we do that?
Because the last time my brother had a bonfire, the cops came, and my brother and my mom had to go to court or some bullshit like that.
Why? You're not allowed to have fires in your front yard?
I guess not.
What if you have one of those little fire pits they sell at Walmart?
I guess that's fine. I think the reason why was because of the noise complaint.
We can do it. We won't be loud.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what they said.
Well, no, I mean, it'll be like you, me, Kyle, maybe my brother.
Oh, it's going to be loud.
No.
I could hear Kyle. Shut up, Devin, you little bitch. Stop being a bitch.
Yeah, he does like to scream. He always has to make his presence known, you know what I mean?
He already does. He's the tallest motherfucker in the world.
I know. But I noticed that he has to like make his presence known, poor little Kyle.
Little, that's funny.
Little Kyle. Well, I call him Little. I don't know. Maybe I'm trying to compensate for something. All right, wait. One of the questions here before I forget about these. Who's my celebrity crush? And I'll say my current one because I was re-examining my celebrity crushes. Most of them are way older than me and are starting to turn weird. So my current celebrity crush.
Jenna Ortega.
Fuck you.
She's your wallpaper.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I show you. Yeah, it's Jenna Ortega. Yours is Valkyrie or Ana de Armas.
Valkyrie a little bit more.
Valkyrie a little bit more?
Because she's a little bit younger.
Oh, how old is she?
29.
Well, I mean, it's right up your alley.
I know. I don't know why I'm into older chicks. I just am. It's weird.
Does the audience know about that?
Now they do.
We'll keep it brief, but to give you guys some context here, Eddie has talking to, I'm not going to say the amount of girls, but he's talking to several girls over the past year or two that have all been about
5 years older than me.
5 to 6 years older. Well, the current one is
it's 10 years older than
10
me.
years older, yeah. So Eddie's into older chicks.
It just happens to be that they're that age, okay?
Well, no, there's a reason behind it. We examined them. And it seems to me that one of the main appeals is that they're a lot more mature emotionally and mentally.
Yeah.
He doesn't like to deal with all you young girls because you guys are kind of annoying. And to be honest, you guys are. A lot of the girls I ended up being attracted to are the ones that are like super different from all the average girls. You guys are annoying. You guys are stressful as fuck. You know that?
Who was my favorite actor?
Fuck. God. Shit. Hold on. I have no clue. I want to say Rick Grimes, but...
No. That's not his name.
I know, but I don't know his acting. I don't know his real name.
He's one of the underrated actors, but no.
Ooh.
It's a toss-up between, the guy from Bullet Train.
You don't even know his name?
No, I want to say Joseph Gordon-Levitt, but that's not him. It's, Aaron Taylor Johnson.
Who?
He
I don't recognize his name.
He was a Silver Surfer in Age of Ultron.
I don't know what he looks like. I know, what is his name? Evan Peters. That's my Quicksilver.
This guy.
I can barely recognize his face, but I think I know who you're talking about.
He came out in... Oh, he's Kick-Ass.
Oh, really? That's your favorite actor?
Yeah, honestly.
Wow.
I was going to say Cillian Murphy, but like... I've only seen him in like 4 or 5 things.
That's a lot of things.
Well, he's not the main actor in most of those things. Only 2 things.
But he's a good actor.
He is a good actor.
I'm glad that he's starting to get more leading roles, but it's too bad that I think he's getting to the end of his acting career.
No, he's gonna keep going.
Is he?
Yeah.
Hopefully. He's just gonna play more older characters.
I'm pretty sure. Because he's only 50.
Only.
Well, yeah, freaking RDJ's almost 60. Brad Pitt's almost 60. Tom Cruise is 60.
RDJ is 60?
He's about to be.
Holy shit. He looks great for 60.
I think so. Let me see.
And Brad Pitt had like the highlight of his career in his early 20s.
Yeah, RDJ is 58.
Wow. Robert Downey Jr. for those of you playing at home.
Who did we say too? Oh, Cillian Murphy?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure he's like 55-ish.
47.
47?
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. And he's playing a 20-year-old on Peaky Blinders. That's crazy.
He's not... Well,
every season was 2 years after the last one or something like that. So he started off as 19, then he went to 21, then he went to 25.
Well, think about it. Peaky Blinders started in what, 2014?
2013-ish. I'm not entirely sure.
Well, let's say 2014. That was almost 10 years ago.
Yeah.
So he would have been 37.
Yeah, but even then, playing a 19-year-old, it's kind of a compliment.
He has a body. He has a face for it, too.
Okay, who's my favorite actor?
Denzel.
No. What? Really?
That's everybody's favorite actor.
No.
No?
No.
Is it Scott Pilgrim? No, it's Ryan Gosling.
I like him overall, but he's not my favorite actor.
Oh. Is it Killian? No.
No. I'm stuck between 2, but either of these 2 will work.
Have I seen him in a movie?
Yes. He's in one of your favorite movies. We watched it together.
Is he old?
Jake Gyllenhaal.
Oh, okay.
Or Leonardo DiCaprio.
Oh, okay. Leo, I feel like is overrated.
A little bit, but I think a lot of people were liked him because of how he looks. I legitimately liked him for his acting. There are some roles where I feel like he's playing the same characters, but there are others where I feel like he just shines, like in The Great Gatsby or in Shutter Island. You know, he just shines in roles like that. Jake Gyllenhaal is an amazing performer overall.
He could do almost anything.
Yeah, almost. And then Ryan Gosling is just fucking amazing.
All right. Do you have a topic?
How do you feel like you're going to lose your virginity?
God, Devin.
Wait, hold on. Let me pull out my phone.
Fine, I have one. What's one thing you dislike about yourself?
Wow. Oof.
What time are we at?
48.
An hour 48?
No, we had...
Oh, we're almost at 2 hours.
I think we're at 2 hours.
Oh, thank God.
It's because the recording got split, so I have to do mental math here. I'm pretty sure we're at 2 hours, or we're just about to hit 2 hours. We can go for like another 30 or so. What do you think? Because I don't know if I have enough topics to stretch another hour.
Yeah, me too.
Hold on, I gotta stretch. Okay. Wow, okay, give me an example. What's something that you thought of when you were looking up this question?
Well, I guess it's bad, but my body.
I think we talked about that recently where you said you hate looking at yourself, but in a good way because it's motivating.
Yeah, so I guess one thing I dislike about myself is my body.
Okay, what about your character or your personality?
No, I think my character overall is good. I guess one thing I don't like about myself is that, like, pertaining to that is I'm not expressive enough.
Yeah, that's a good one. I've complained to you about that before in the past, but you've genuinely been working on it. So I think it's a work in progress, you know? You won't be like that forever.
Yeah.
For me, one thing I dislike about myself is probably...
Hands.
I was thinking my hands and my feet. Because I have small feet and I have small hands. But you know what? I've come to accept it. One thing I hate about myself is probably... being too nice, you know, for a long time. And even now, to some degree, I'll be nice to people who don't deserve me being nice to them because I want to keep them around or I want to make them like me or I want to, you know, keep them happy, right? Mm-hmm. That too. I hate that I try to keep people happy. I put other people's emotions onto myself. And so I'm like, oh, they're feeling upset. I got to make them happy. Or that person's making this person upset. I should calm them down. And in a sense, it's a mature thing to do, but it's also draining. That's why I don't like hanging out with certain people because I'll feel drained after talking to them because I'm worrying about myself and them at the same time. You know?
What about physical wise?
Physically, my hands.
Your hands?
Yeah, but I also hate my teeth because I had those snaggle tooths in elementary and middle school. You remember? I had like teeth all over the fucking place.
Yeah.
And I had teeth like on my gums. I had teeth in the back of my throat. It was weird. And I got braces to fix it, but I didn't use my braces correctly. And so now I have a crooked smile, like a very crooked smile.
I can't see it.
And it for the longest time, it was just insecurity for me because one, it's crooked, and two, it's too high up.
Wait, hold on. Did you pose like that just so you could be more taller than me?
What? No, I'm putting my arm around you. How the fuck am I trying to be taller than you?
Because right here, you're taller than me.
Who gives a shit? Why are you so insecure?
I'm the taller one.
Okay, people know. But like, have you noticed that my front teeth are hidden by my top lip?
Yeah.
For the most part. And then I have a crooked smile. I hate that. It's still somewhat of an insecurity, but I'm working past it. And it fucked up my face structure for the long time. You know, that's why I started a Mew. Look it up. MEW. Mew. It fixes your facial
Mew?
posture. Huh?
Mew?
Mew. It fixes your facial posture and makes your face more symmetrical and attractive. Now, I got a question for you. Objectively,
right?
What country has the best music?
U.S.
Overall?
Yeah. Because we have rap and we have country.
And rock.
And rock.
and jazz.
Jazz, yeah.
I feel like the United States is probably like the birthplace of modern music, but there's lots of different types of like tribal music or ancient music or spiritual music.
Yeah, but like I'm biased when it comes to that.
I'm thinking it's either the United States or Japan.
I was thinking like Korea too.
Korea's got some good music, but I feel like a lot of it is pretty generic or
Poppy.
A lot of the same type of music.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like modern American music is pretty annoying. It's pretty generic.
Yeah.
And a lot of, you know, K-pop is kind of starting to be the same. But I feel like Japan is underrated for its musical capabilities, you know, because their culture as a whole inspired lo-fi, and somebody from Japanese descent actually helped pioneer the genre. Plus, they always had close ties to hip-hop. And then you have J-pop, you have J-rock. Overall, I think Japanese music is pretty fucking beautiful. And their ambient music, too. Oh, my God. They have a lot of beautiful music. So I'm thinking United States or Japan. What is your first memory?
My first memory, me and my family being at a park with, I guess it was a family party. Like me and my mom, my dad, and my brother, and then with my cousins. And my dad was holding me in his arms. I was probably like, I assume like 3 or something. And I looked away because I didn't want to be part of the picture. So like,
even then.
So like in the picture, you see my mom, my dad, and my brother smiling, looking into the picture, and the back of my head is pointing at the camera.
You're looking away like that. You're all, fuck this fucking. How old are you?
I assume like 3, because my dad was holding me in his arms.
Oh damn! Wow. Wait, where was this at? The park?
At a park. I remember too. All of us were my dad was wearing white. I was wearing white. My mom was wearing like a brown, and my brother was wearing blue.
Wow. I would say I'm really conflicted because I have this weird jumble of memories from my early years. And for whatever reason, when I think of like me as an infant, I always get flashes of New York and brick buildings. I don't know why. Yeah. Like 90s New York, brick buildings, and like cold, smoky air. But like a first actual memory that I could cling on to is probably me in my trailer house with my mom. We lived in a trailer when I was like a year old. And I was reading a book out loud to everybody at the house. And I remember because we had this really ugly couch, and it was right next to the TV, which was adjacent to the couch. I don't know if the book was like Clifford or some shit, but I was reading a book out loud. And that's all I can remember about it. I don't know. Do you ever get like flashes like that? Like
No, I get flashes of more recent memories, like in high school or something.
Well, no, like when I mean the flashes, right? Like I look back and I just feel this deep nostalgia that I can't explain for like 90s New York, Boston area. No. Really? I don't know what it is. I can't explain it.
Probably because since you don't dream, we probably see that.
Probably. I don't know.
And since I do dream, I remember more dreams than memories. Like when I write down my dreams, like I could read you one. I'm gonna look for a short one. Oh, okay, this is the most recent one. Last night I had a few weird dreams that aren't really connected to each other, but basically the first dream, I was working at a store as security. The building was the old Fry's right here on Irvington.
Uh-huh.
And I was taking an Uber home, but it dropped me off behind the building, and Kyle and Devin were waiting for me to get in Devin's truck. Then we were getting a police escort to Spectrum. When I walked into my store, it looked completely different. I don't know what happened to Kyle or Devin. They disappeared. And when I looked outside while I was inside the store, it was smoky. And when I go outside, the sky was on fire.
What the fuck?
While I was outside, a guy asked me if I'm ready, and I say yes. Then he said, go. So I go back into the store, and when I go back inside, I see a sea of people. Like, I was in a stadium at this point.
Mm-hmm.
And the song Until It's Gone by Linkin Park was playing, and everyone in the stadium was singing, and I realized I was walking towards the WWE ring. And
What the fuck?
And I was in, like, wrestling attire with my shirt off and everything. And and then I heard the commentary saying that I've been championing for 200 days. And before I woke up, I saw my grandparents singing along to the song.
Wow. That is pretty... How come I don't get dreams like that? What the fuck?
Yeah. Like, I guess the moment I wake up, I just get my phone. If I still remember the dream, I wake up and I just write it down.
I've never done that. And I don't know, maybe it has something to do with the fact that I don't dream. I'm not entirely sure. But like when I look back at my memory, right? You can distinguish your memory from dreams, right? And when I look back at my memory,
Excuse me.
I just see all these flashes of places and images of like my early childhood. But it doesn't make any sense because I've never been to New York as far as I can tell. I've never been to the East Coast of the United States, and neither has my family. Like, I wasn't there like in my mom's womb or anything like that. But I have all these memories of the East Coast of the United States. And somebody explained it to me because I watched a lot of like 90s movies with my tata.
Mm-hmm.
Like I watched a lot of like TV cop shows.
That's what I was thinking. Maybe like you saw a lot of music videos from like a lot of rap music videos.
No, not rap music videos. It was more like TV cop shows.
No. I'm saying that maybe you watched.
No, but it's not like... You know the feeling you get from watching those? That's not the feeling I get when I'm thinking about this, right?
Oh.
To me, like, you've seen Rocky, right? The original Rocky?
Yeah.
You know that aesthetic that's around the city where it's like gray and cold and like 90s?
It's always there's always
It feels old school.
There's always smoke coming out of the trash cans.
Yeah, that's what I remember. But I don't remember Rocky. I don't remember Ninja Turtles. I don't remember RoboCop. I don't remember anything like that. I remember specific parts about the city. And the weird thing is, I have this really vivid memory of a shop in some big city. And I was visiting the shop while it was raining. Or I was with somebody who was visiting the shop. And it was like an antique shop. And I bought a chessboard.
Don't pull the reincarnation bullshit on me.
I'm not saying I'm reincarnated or anything like that. I'm just saying that's one of my memories. And it's weird. But this kind of relates to something that I was going to tell you about on a previous episode that I forgot about. So you remember how I was doing the meditation and I went into like another dimension or something and I was in a dome and I was talking to voices?
Yeah.
Well, I was doing research for topics for the show and I stumbled onto something called astral projection, right? Which is not what I was experiencing. But I think it's linked because in my research, I found that listening to binaural beats, which is what I use to meditate, helps put your mind in a different state. It'll help you relax or focus or concentrate or whatever, right? And by entering certain states of meditation, in certain groups of belief, it's believed that you can enter into different dimensions. And in the astral projection belief, they say that once you enter into I forgot what it's called, but essentially it's like another dimension where all conscious beings will go to when they die. And they take...
Are you talking about purgatory?
Not purgatory.
Oh.
They take all their collective knowledge from their lifetime and they teach everybody there in this conscious plane. So every time we die, we're reincarnated or something to get more experience to take back to these people or all these people so that we can learn. And I'm kind of disconnected from this because I was researching this a couple weeks ago. But essentially, I got the impression that that dome that I had entered and those spirits that I heard were some sort of astral beings that were offering to teach me the knowledge that they had learned while they were alive on Earth. And somehow I had tapped into that plane of existence and was able to talk to these deities. So when they were saying that they could teach me new languages and teach me new skills, it wasn't bullshit. It was these guys or girls who had learned in their previous life how to do these things. And they were going to show me how to do it in my mind so that I would wake up and be able to know how to do it. Funny thing is, Rob messaged me about that episode, and he told me to stay away from those demons or whatever. He said that they were probably going to possess me and that it just sounded sketchy. You know, he was kind of saying what you were saying. So I don't know. I don't know if I should keep playing around with it.
Don't fucking play around with it.
I don't know what it is. I want to do more research into it, but like the astral projection, the people believe that you can train yourself to lucid dream and leave your body while you're sleeping. And to do that, you need to learn how to meditate, clear your mind, use binaural beats, all of that stuff. So I was already on the right path, essentially. I don't know. What do you think? You think I can train myself to leave my mind and go explore?
I feel like you could trick your mind into doing that.
Well, apparently they believe that you can go like visit the past too.
No.
And you can walk around and see other things. Like you can see people and go do things.
And then at that point, it's time travel.
I guess, yeah. But it would be hypothetical time travel because there's no way you could prove that you actually went there or left or saw what you saw.
No, I feel like since we only use 5% of our mind or 10% or some bullshit like that, and then we go into that state, our mind is just tricking us into seeing things.
Perhaps. I don't know what it is, but I was thinking about that for a long time. I was trying to figure out what it was or what it could be. Because right now, to this day, I still have no idea what it would be. You know, what it was that I saw or that I entered. That deity that I talked to a year ago, I don't know what his goal was or who he was to begin with. What
do you think would happen? Okay, what's the first thing that happens when you die?
Personally, being a non-spiritual person, I believe it just goes black.
Just black?
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you think happens?
Well, I'm gonna separate this into two answers. The first answer is I'll be at the gates of heaven and God's gonna ask me why I should be let in. And then I'll say, because you sent your one and only son to die for my sins. And then the gates will open and then I just walk through. Then the second part of me will be something similar. Have you seen Transformers 2?
Yeah, but I don't remember.
Revenge of the Fallen?
I don't remember that much of it.
Oh, okay.
Is that the one where Optimus dies?
Yeah.
Oops, sorry, spoiler alert, but that movie's like fucking 10 years old.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like, yeah. So, in the movie, Sam dies like near the end, and then when he dies, he sees all these like Transformers walking up to him saying, "We've been watching you for a long, long time," and all this, and you're the Guardian or some bullshit like that. A part of me wants something like that to happen. Like there'll be these things, these silhouettes saying, "We've been watching you for a long, long time. Your job is done. Now come with us." And then I don't know what would happen from there.
There's probably some sort of ancient deity or cosmic force that is watching us, and that when we do die, we'll enter a different plane of existence, right? But then, like, it's all in your school of thought. Like, if you're a philosopher, you think nothing happens. If you're a scientist, you think nothing happens.
Do you think there's ever going to be an experiment like that?
What?
Like, we finally find out what happens after we die?
I think there's been experiments like that.
No, but that are successful. And that's mainstream.
Probably within the next, 200 years. But for now, who knows?
Do you think we're going to make it into the next century? Because I don't.
I don't know. Personally, I want to say yes, because the humans are resilient and we've survived so much already. So even if there is total atomic annihilation, I believe that some trace of humanity will survive, and, they'll build a new society, and 1,000 years from now, it'll look completely different from what we're used to. But will we make it into the 22nd century? the way we made it into the 21st, I have no idea.
Wait, which one is a century? It's every 100 years.
Yeah.
Every 100 years. So do you think we're gonna survive to 2100? Because I don't think so.
Yeah, no, that's what I was talking about. I don't know if we'll make it there the way we came into the 21st century.
Because like
we came in, technologically advanced, educated, intellectual, scientific, philosophical. I feel like if we do make it to that and we have any trace of how we are now, we're lucky. But something within the next 100 years is going to cause a shift in humanity, whether it be a great war, whether it be a clash of ideologies, whether it be a new sort of renaissance, whether it be an alien invasion, who fucking knows?
Because 2099 seems so far from now. It is far from now. But
what's crazy is we'll probably live to see it.
Yeah, because I feel like within the next 20 years they're gonna invent something.
Well, no, not even like stay alive for an extra 100 years. I feel like modern medicine and modern understanding of medicine is so advanced that we'll be able to extend the life expectancy of people overall.
Well, that's what Neuralink is trying to do. Fuck
Neuralink. And because we're already like learning to take care of our health at a young age, we'll be better off in the future. So I have the notion that I'll live to be like 80, 90 years old. Hopefully, I'm shooting for 100. I want to get my full package that I paid for. I want to live to be 100 years old.
So you want? I would want to live till I'm like 75, maybe 70.
I just want to be there at the turn of the century and be able to say that I lived through an entire section of history. And then in that time span, I was able to achieve so much.
I honestly think the world's gonna end in 2040 because I don't see anything happening after that.
Why 2040?
I don't see anything happening after that.
Yeah, but I mean, have you ever sat down and really thought about what could happen?
Yes, I have.
I think we'll persevere. And if there is an atomic war, I'm going to make damn sure I survive that bitch somehow so that when we're rebuilding the world, I can start...
You're going to be dead by then. It's going to be 200 years.
I can start trying to make the world a better place.
You're going to be dead by then.
I teach people.
I'd rather die in a nuclear war than be buried underground and looking at the same four walls.
No, I'd want to survive.
But
just for the chance of being able to see the world after the fact.
You can't.
Yeah, you can. You're going to say the nuclear radiation or whatever, right?
Yeah.
But it's all circumstantial based off of the environment and the weather conditions at play. Because certain nuclear test spots were said to have had nuclear radiation that you couldn't approach for 40 years and were fine after like a couple. But then other nuclear sites like the one in Russia, help me out here. They showed it in Transformers.
No, I know. Chernobyl,
thank you. Are still supposedly off limits, but a lot of people believe that's a conspiracy, I think we don't fully understand nuclear radiation and nuclear science yet to be able to exactly pinpoint when we'd be able to come out. But I'd be willing, considering that the world's already torn to shit, to wait like 10 years in an underground bunker and then risk my life coming up.
No, because
then at least I could die on the surface.
But you just wasted 10 years underground.
Still, I mean, everyone else is dead. What else do I got to wait for? What else am I surviving for? True. So if I get to risk it and see the world as it is in that moment of time, whether I die instantaneously or I die 5 years later from cancer, I'll still get to live 5 years on the surface, be able to leave my mark, be able to, visit Antarctica, some shit.
No.
The world will be your oyster at that point.
No, it's going to be covered in gray.
Your oyster, you'll be your oasis.
No,
God damn it.
There's going to be nothing growing.
No, the radiation has an adverse effect where it causes a lot of things to grow. Look at Chernobyl and then look at Hiroshima. They're overflowing with greenery.
But
greenery.
that's after 50 years.
Yeah, but they were overflowing with greenery like 10 to 20 years after the fact. And like the radiation from quote unquote UFOs that are affecting crop circles causes the plants to grow exponentially faster. So the earth would be overflowing with greenery. Plus there's already going to be animals and species living above ground that have adapted to the radiation. So I'll be able to see new forms of life, new forms of plant life, and I'll be able to explore, the remains of our society.
That's hypothetically thinking that.
Hypothetically.
Yeah.
But that's what I would be striving for. If I wake up and it's just a wasteland, even then, I get to live out Fallout 4.
Yeah, but like, let's say you die instantaneously. You're in the surface for 2 seconds and boom, you're dead.
Even still. It's a risk I'm willing to take considering it's the end of the world. So it's either I stay in the bunker for the rest of my life or I go upstairs and have an adventure and risk. It's like Russian roulette. If everybody's dead, I don't mind gambling my life away at that point because I have nothing to live for. Technically, so why just stay outside during the nuclear bomb? Because I'm a survivalist. Because I will survive.
We have to end it.
Do we? Why? Oh, hour 15, so that would be 2:20. We'd be at 2:20 right now.
10 more minutes. Fuck.
10 more. You want to go for 2:30?
You said 30
I
more.
said we could shoot for it. I said we had to go for it. Let's do. Okay, how about this to finish up? We'll rapid through all the questions. Rapid fire. Lightning. Fuck, man. These things are slippery.
What's my Starbucks order?
Black coffee.
No.
I don't know.
A mocha.
Oh. What sport am I best at?
Boxing.
Sure.
What instruments can I play?
Piano.
And?
There's a second one?
Yeah.
Triangle.
No.
I don't know.
The drums.
You can play the drums?
No.
If a stranger saw me on the street, how old would they think I am?
In your 20s.
Do I really look like I'm in my 20s?
Yeah.
Cool.
What class did I hate most in high school?
Math. Or science.
I love science or math.
You love science?
Mhm.
Really? What superpower would I most want to have?
Either reading everyone's thoughts or invisibility.
Damn. Yeah, probably.
What's my shoe size?
8.5.
9.5.
Fuck. What's my... Oh, I already asked you this one. How many push-ups do you think I could do right now?
Over.
Okay. Under or over 20?
Over.
Over. Okay, thanks.
Am I funny, yes or no?
Yes. What? How is that a question?
It was on here.
What would I do on an ideal date?
You'll want to go to either a coffee shop or Oregano's and just talk for like 2 hours. And then fuck after.
Yeah, you got it right. Yeah. And I've done both of those, so.
What was my favorite food when I was a kid?
I want to say spaghetti.
No.
What?
For some reason, I only ever ate the fat off of the steak.
You're a weird kid. You're a weird kid.
Yeah.
This one's a little stupid. Do I believe in aliens? Yes or no?
Yes. What's my favorite sports team?
The Spurs.
Yeah.
On a Friday night, how hard do I part? Oh, I asked you this.
I think we went over them already.
Not all of them.
Yeah.
I am thinking of a word. What is it?
Over.
No.
What?
Pussy.
I was gonna say that.
Okay. Yep. That's all of them.
Fuck. Finally.
Sorry. We were gonna shoot for 3 hours, but Eddie is mentally drained.
No, we have no topics.
Well, I could probably keep going and just keep bullshitting, but like.
Okay, let's go.
But why the fuck did we just wrap up all the fucking questions?
Because eventually we were gonna have to finish them. So we finished.
I want to do more.
Damn it.
No, I think it's fine. I think we can start ending it here. Just admit that you're mentally drained.
No.
You keep leaning back. That's why you like the bed now, because you can lay back.
No,
like
it's
that.
because I have no back support. So I'm trying to.
My back is sweaty. Okay, beggars can't be fucking choosers, Eddie. Okay. Well, Thank you, everybody, for tuning in to this extra long special episode of the Movement Podcast. Thank you for following us for the last 50 weeks. Thank you for being here. We love and appreciate all of you. And we have a lot of things upcoming in the future, so look forward to those. Scheduling has been getting in the way recently, but I promise we have some things planned for the 1 year. We have some things planned for the spooky hour, and moving forward, we have some more things planned. So just stay with us. The show is going to be upgrading in a big way. To officially announce it, we are going to be releasing the 1 year special on episode 55, which will premiere on September 18th. So that's Monday, September 18th. So mark it on your calendars because that's going to be a very special episode. Are we bringing guests back after this episode, Eddie? Okay, so we're going to bring that one guest on, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to have to reach out to them. Anyways, I hope all you beautiful people have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you on the next one. Until then, take care. I didn't know what to say right there. All right, bye, guys.
This concludes the Moon Men podcast. The end.